Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you all doing? It's so good to see you all. We're I am changing up the style today. Can't wait to hear all the tea. Oh my gosh, Biff, it is incredibly so much tea. I figured because usually we'd be playing. Also, sorry about my voice being a little rough today. A lot of stuff's been going on, and with all of the adventures and how social I had to be, it was so much. But my voice is taking a toll. A lot of stuff has taken a toll on all this stuff. I'm just like from everything. Like overall, it was so. Oh, your voice is beautiful. Oh, thank you. I had, what was it, yesterday? I went. Okay, so we'll do a whole recap of how the last couple days have been. But like, I guess this is just like a update for my own, I guess, health. But we can't wait. We haven't heard you for almost a week, so even sign language is good enough. Oh, speaking of, okay, so here's the dealio. When we get into this, it's gonna be so exciting, and I'm still gonna be updating, but I got a really cool thing I have planned. Hi, Phil. Welcome in. How are you? I am good overall. I'm very sore. My throat kind of hurts because I've been talking way too much. But I'm happy to be back in the game, and I missed you guys so much. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see you all. So fun things I'm doing for the stream is we're gonna have a hand cam. In a sense that one of the I just lifted a lot, Biff, yesterday for their bridal shower, and I ended up having. It's all good? Yeah, I'm all good. All good. No problems. I lifted a hand cam. Yes. So, again, one of the things, yeah. I hope that's okay. But I figured then I have one of the gifts that I got, which was something I was very excited to get into. And honestly, before stream, wanted to work on it. But I waited to show you guys, and then I figured we could chat while I work on it together with you. I hope this isn't a dumb idea. But I double checked with Necro. No, like anything but my hands will be shown, and it'll be a good time. Okay, let's do this. We're turning down the light. Okay. So, are we ready? Are you ready? I'll show that first because I know you guys are excited for that, and then we'll chat about everything. It should be good. Okay. So you'll see a corner of my desk. Specifically, I have an L shape, and so you're seeing like literally a small fraction of my desk. But I made sure it wouldn't show anything else but hands. So let's go. So here's the thing. This is my space. This is the space you shall be checking out and being in. I hope you enjoy my desk. I took a lot of like my I took some of the stuff away that I had on my desk just so it was a little less like cluttered, but yeah. Even a black screen will be happy. Aw, your bracelet's so cute. Thank you. It's like a cute little like leaf bracelet. So here, we'll show the drip. This is the ring Necro got me. It's a custom made one. So it's got like cute vines. And then I wanted blue. I don't like diamonds, so Necro got me a cute one of that. And it was supposed to be aquamarine because it's my favorite color, but we went with blue topaz, so it's still really pretty. I see a marriage ring. Not yet. This is the engage. Like, I asked people about like which side I should wear my ring until marriage. I had it originally here, but my friends at my bachelorette were like, you need to change it. And then this is just a cute little like branch look. I don't like too much jewelry. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I don't like too much jewelry, but yeah, you got this. Okay. It's an engagement ring. Yes, it's an engagement ring. If you didn't know, Phil, the thing that I've been doing these last couple days was I was going to a bachelorette on Saturday, and then yesterday, yeah, a forest ring. I am like fully forest themed. But I was going to my bachelorette on Thursday or Friday, Saturday, and then my bridal shower was on Sunday. So I've been incredibly rough. Sorry if the cam also just defocuses because it doesn't have a face. It's like hating me. Cooked with a setup. Well done. Thank you, babe. So fun fact with the setup, I like, not gonna lie, love that. isn't the chat coming up though? Hold on. This is again a very quick setup. And I think the chat box might be in front of the chat. It is. There we go. Now you're seen. All right, so actually my full desk is like this, hold on, this direction. Like my actual like keyboard, which is like this, which I'm getting a new one. But this is just the one I work with currently. And then I've got my mouse over here, but I don't have like anything else. Fauna, broker of tech, almost almost the box. Yeah, right? I somehow share a lot of favorite artists with for some reason. Hey, Logic! Welcome in! This is a very not normal Fauna stream, but I hope you're here for it. Okay. So the reason I got this cam, also, I wanted to set it up because I wanted to get to, hold on. Eventually, this was the thing all the way back from when we did the 24-hour stream. This is the thing we'll be building eventually. I just didn't feel like this would take me way too long right now, and I'm not feeling like this kind of energy right now, but this is what we would be building. It's like a whole like bookshelf, little moment. Anyway, your keyboard's so cute. It's similar to mine, just bigger and it has black keys. It actually isn't fully black though. They're like see-through middles. But I put on my registry, which is it's so funny. Yeah, it is a book nook. This was the book nook that I wanted to do for it. Look at how cute it is. So we're gonna have that. It's called like Eternal bookstore, and it's a cute little book kit. But we'll get to this eventually, okay? This is the main. That was the thing I wanted to do for the 24-hour. But anyway, this is what we're working on today. I need to figure out where exactly this cam is. Hold on. I'm rotating a little bit more, moving closer to the corner. So this is a escape room box, and it's Camelot themed. So I've never done one, but I saw it in like Amazon and was super intrigued and put it on my list for like what we could do. So it has to be 14 plus for age, which I don't quite understand why. I guess because big brain. So the whole goal is to open the box and reveal the secret to Camelot, which was like something super fun. And my brother-in-law's mother ended up getting me this. And she got me a cute Lily portrait that she hand painted. But I figured this was like a safe thing to do while we also chat about everything that went on. Don't worry, we have big brains here. Yeah, you guys can help me too. We could also read the little booklet. I only opened this to just see the existence of it, and then I put it right back. So I have not explored this box at all. This is gonna be a group effort. Oh, sorry, under 14-year-olds, you're gonna have your parents watch the stream. Yeah. Anyway, we'll read the little trial. It also comes in multiple languages. I don't know what languages y'all read, but I know we at least read English, or at least can understand English through words, so it should be fine. All right. So this is what it states on this little pamphlet thing, which is, I think, the story. And if the music's too loud or anything, just let me know. Again, I did switch a lot of the stream up right now, just due to the fact that just due to the fact that I wanted to do this. All right, anyway. Camelot, the kingdom of Logros, however that's pronounced. It's really difficult with words that are not from English normal language. Early 6th century, the aging King Arthur asked Mage Merlin to find a worthy knight who could take part in the quest of the Holy Grail. Merlin decides that it has to be the one who can manage to pull out the king's sword. Many knights gifted with strength and valor came to try, but none of them succeeded. Until Galahad, son of Lancelot, came along. A short while later, King Arthur proclaimed him to be the greatest knight ever. Many deeds of Galahad are described as in medieval literature, but only one remained a secret: the trial of Camelot. Until quite recently, in West Yorkshire, a tomb of Galahad was excavated. In his hands, there was the trial, which accompanied the knight until the end of his days. Now we suggest that you pass the trial of Camelot and equal yourself with the greatest of knights of the Round Table. So that's the whole backstory of this thing, I guess. So let's look at it and then we'll go back and we'll talk about other stuff. We're doing good. We're doing good. Sorry if I missed some messages. I'm also like working on some more scuffy setups just due to the fact that I've never had to do these before, and I hope it's a fun time. Very interesting. All right, so where's the end of this desk? You can see pretty much the edge. Okay, so this part you can't see. All right, so here. Okay, got it. I'll keep my parameters in check. All right, so we have some of these stuff spin. This does not really move too much. I think this is a later thing and you can't lift it at all. Like it's pretty secured in there. There's this side. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'll move you a little bit more. So this is a little easier for my arms. There's this side, which has like holes. There's this side, which has symbols. And then there's this, which has little lanterns. They can move. These ones can move up and down, but nothing else. And then there's this side. Every side is a different puzzle, I think, but where they kind of connect maybe. And then this is the side I think we're going to work on first because there's these slide. These little edges are movements. And they have letters. They have letters on the edges right here. You see where my finger is? Like it has this is an H and M and stuff like that. I don't know about y'all, but I already feel too dumb for this box. Can't help that it's stated fucking 14 years. I know, Biff. That's what I was thinking. I was like, how is this more... This is more puzzly than any escape room I did. And then it states on the box, it should take 16 to 90 minutes. 60 to 90. I'm like, who the fuck's solving this that quickly? Like, I can't even figure out what to do. There's little arrows here. And it looks like the symbols on the one side, like this side is on there. But how... All right, we're going to try and we're going to try to figure this out. And if I feel a little overwhelmed, I do too. None of these move. Okay. I'm not supposed to force it, I think. But I really want to. You know what I mean? Okay. But what are the letters for on this freaking edge, dude? Okay, there's castles here. There's little arrows here. Down arrow. What? Am I supposed to, how do you, where's the start button? Just force it? I have to get that too, but like, where's the start button on this thing? Like, how am I supposed to know which side I'm supposed to go to? Maybe I should, there's X, M, and Z, and then a weird, like, squiggly line. Are they all the same letters? Yeah, they are. Okay, where are these M's, these X's, and the Z's? Huh? Start. Okay. There is a start here. How it says right here, start. I don't know. It says start, but like, bro, I can't jiggle her too much. Okay. It looks like you're supposed to be able to slide this thing like into these crevasses or crevices. But bro, I feel so inferiorly dumb. I say we break it. I don't know how you break it though. She's on her own. I suck at these puzzles. Necro is very bad with puzzles. So this is very much me trying to figure this out. I could also do this later and we could just, I guess, poke nook if we really can't. There's like an indent that I can move. Dude. I thought this would be a cool time and I wouldn't feel incredibly dumb at the beginning, but I'm not feeling super smart right now. And I could do escape rooms like nobody's business. But can I do this? Oh wait, these move. These move. These move. Not the fucking piece. Hold on. So like, the little switches? I don't know. Am I supposed to like actually wedge these into the corners of this fucking puzzle? Dumb. I feel dumb. Okay. So everything is now... I think I locked it. I think I locked it because now it doesn't move at all. Like, this piece moves less. We just got to fiddle with everything to figure it out. That's true. Thank you for the oof. So, this goes there. This can move out. This moves out. This can move out. So maybe I'm not supposed to wedge them. But they have arrows. They literally have little arrows. Like, these things are little arrows. So, like, I can't imagine. Why does it have so many movements, too? Like, what are these for? Dude, there's 4 arrows. There's one here, one here, one here. Or there's 3 arrows. There's not a 4th. You go anywhere else? Like, dude, I feel like these are supposed to be there because the arrows make sense to make them moving. Come on. It's just one side. Thank you for the Yoda scream. Look at him go. Oh, he's on my desk. Hold on. Is there any, like, advice? Oh my god. Did you... The other part underneath this little sword area just states, please do not force the box open or move its individual parts. All elements can be moved and opened smoothly. Also, no guessing is necessary. All our puzzles are based on logic. Oh, there's a clue hint! So there's a QR code, like a clue hint. Why is it so difficult? Fuck it, I don't know, Abigail. 14-year-olds? Excuse? How is even like a normal human, not a 14-year-old, supposed to get this? I really want to understand this part because this is the part with all the movement pieces. Oh no, forcing? That's what it states. There you go. Logic, wood is flame. There's a prize inside. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a prize inside of this. Here, I'll move it towards the mic. So I want to get the prize without burning it alive. I thought this would be cool, but like, I don't know how anyone, not even just a 14-year-old, could get this shit. There's little castles here. I don't know. Puzzle ASMR. Yo, guys, you like the puzzles? Like a little switch. Am I supposed to do something with these? Oh! Wait! It moved. What? Okay, I moved this lantern up. That lantern down. This puzzle piece. Are you telling me I got half this puzzle already? Hold on. She's moving. She's like, I need to get this part to go in there. Let me in. It moved. Yeah, this whole edge is completely off. But I can't move this. Okay. Guys, it was all me. Alright, we're good. She's done with that. I don't know what I did. There's 2 castles here. I feel this has to do with the one with the castle. So this one. So we're back here. Let's go. I know. Okay. So they all have... Oh! Every castle is a different design. They all have different, like, doors. I'm so sorry. This camera's not the best. It's just literally my actual cam for, like, D&D. But they all have different types of housings. And this is one with, like, a door that has lines in it, and it's circular. And the other one over here is a square door with an open hole. So... So square with an open hole. Oh, so some of these are broken. So you can't see the rest of the design. Square with an open hole. Square with an open. So. Oh, this moves. Yo, this moves? Shit. This is kind of cool. So this only opens and lets me now use due to the fact that I opened the other part. Uh-huh. We're thinking. Big brain. This gives me a small energy of why don't we use the instruction manual, throws away manual, watch this YouTube video about what's on the manual. Hey! This is the only piece it came with, okay? We have to line it somehow? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. But the problem is you don't know what all the designs of the castles look like. You just have to guess. So, can you... Oh. Why does this move now? Huh? This piece moves. Oh, to see the other designs underneath this. Interesting. There's hidden ones. Guess? We could guess. We could guess until we get it, you know? Or more moving? Yeah. Okay. Do I have a paper or something? I have a back of like an envelope thing. Sure. I'm gonna try to just write these down because I will not remember the designs. Unless you guys want to be my remember-alls. So we have circle, window, one line, door, triangle, flag. I definitely misspelled that. Don't look at that. Okay. Now we have square, window, open, door. Normal. Flag with a piece took out? I don't know how to describe this flag. Flag with triangle taken out. Okay. I am left-handed. Yeah, sorry if that's a deal maker. I am left-handed. All right. So we're doing this. Oh, we also should talk about the stuff that's been going on. Ah! I got so invested in this puzzle. Okay. Write that down. Yeah. We can all reveal our notes together. So what's been going on with me is I went to help my mom on Thursday to help get groceries and stuff that she needed done. To go. Sorry. She needed groceries for the bridal shower because my mom was actually the host for it, and the fact that we hosted it at her house. And it was a really fun time. So, I don't want to write on this. It's okay. We love you and all your left-handedness. Thank you. Hey, we left-handers rise up. We all have a special like holiday, and right-handers sadly do not. So I'm sorry for all you right-handers, but we love you either way. Oh, there's a little lock over here. Why is there a lock in this corner? I'm so sorry. I got super distracted. This is like ADHD in the worst moment of like trying to talk about stuff, but also like keep track of it all. Oh, so this door. This hole is probably where we start going through between castles. So we need to find a circular hut. That's wrong. So it's not this one. It could be that one. But it's circular first, right? That's cool. Circular first. And it only goes to these three. Can't rotate it anymore. So I'm guessing this is the... Okay, so this is the square with the flag. But this one doesn't have an open door. It's got to be this one. I can't rotate it anymore, though. What is happening with this pet puzzle? Oh. Ooh, these middles move. Ba-dum, ba-ba-bum, bum, bum. Okay. Okay. So, other things that happened. Went shopping with my mom Thursday. We pretty much took we were there until close, which was crazy. I've never been to a grocery store until close, but we were. It was crazy. Then after that, it was like me, Mocha, and my mom. We all went on Friday, and I cooked a lot with them from like 1 o'clock my time until like 5:30, 6 o'clock, which was a good time. My sister was pretty up, not in a good mood, but that's okay. It happens to us all. But it definitely made it more of a difficult time because my mom was still continuously working while kind of just guiding us through some recipes that we didn't know off the top of our heads. And yeah, that was honestly the truth. So that was Friday. So Saturday came around and I needed to get up early. But your girl is so bad about sleep. Especially during a time when I was supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be excited, but also incredibly nervous because I was also told Friday that some of my bridesmaids weren't going to be at the party, like at the whole event. They were going to leave early after dinner, pretty much, which we had a whole other stuff planned. So it was very upsetting because of the fact that I knew we had this all set up and that girl got a whole like weekend of guys hangouts and I couldn't get that from even just my bridesmaids. So it was what it was. I decided that on Friday when my sister told me about this, because of course they didn't let me know that they weren't going to be there. They only let my sister know. Thank you for the spinny nug. Hi, Argo! We're doing a puzzle box. That's going to take me a very long time, but we're also just chatting. So if you want to hear crazy stuff that happened during the weekend, must have been very disheartening. It was. I definitely had a time where, like, a lot of me starting streaming was due to the friends I made through, like, other significant others and stuff like that. Like, Necro had a lot of guys that were friends with him, but they were all, like, married and or getting married and stuff like that. So a lot of those people that are married with Necros, like, friends, I put in my bridal party thinking it would be a good idea because then they can walk with their significant other and not feel weirded out by walking with somebody they didn't know. Hi, Argo. How are you doing? How was your weekend? I hope it was good. But yeah, it became a time where, like, I feel like I just got less valued over time with these friends. So I had a moment where I was literally with that girl and like was talking about it, and I felt like in general I was like, hey, these people really aren't my friends in a sense. Like I already agreed to having them in my bridal party because we were having a good time, but we've been engaged for like 2 years. You know what I mean? Got home from a long gym session. What did you work on with your gym session? So again, 2 years changes a lot. A lot of our bridal parties also started divorcing and or breaking up. One of them that was supposed to walk together, they are somewhat like just kind of putting up with it. They kind of just almost like rugs the whole problem that they've been having with each other and are just going to figure it out after a wedding, which is nice in its own sense, but also kind of sucks because you know they ain't be having a good time. I really should use math and puzzles in this sense of like what I'm doing here, but like, dude, I cannot tell what's going on. Would it be fun? I'm sorry to put this much stress on you. It's all right. Yeah, so I got told that Friday I had like a whole session where I was just in bed and was just like upset with the whole wedding shit with friends. And I like made sure I was like being as nice as I could be
And I was telling Mocha, I was like, hey, I'm just going to make it where I pretend like I didn't know that you said this to me. And if they do leave, maybe we'll have an issue later. But all in all, I got to a time where I could have been mad and upset that they were leaving my party, even though they agreed to be there. I could have been upset, but you know what? I honestly, at the end of the day, didn't care. In a sense of like, if you can't be there on your own volition and hang out with me for one night, and you don't, I get you, like maybe some people don't want to stay over at my sister's because she was the place that we like hung out the most. If you don't want to stay over my sister's, like you don't have to, like you can go home, but like don't leave the festivities at like 6 o'clock because that shit's just like rude. So I just was like, when it happened and they did decide to leave, I just was like, you know what? I don't need them. I have other friends or people, like luckily I had like some people, I had like Tan and like other people that were there that were just friends that came, and they're not even bridesmaids, and they were super sweet and supportive and took care of me, and I can't be upset because like it just tells you the value of that friendship kind of thing. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is, and I can't be mad. So I just let him go. Didn't say anything to him and stuff like that. And yeah, I really don't get this puzzle part. Not gonna lie, I've fiddled with it and I still really can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's low-key so rude. I hope it doesn't fully ruin the mood though. Nah, I didn't let it ruin my mood. You know what I mean? We're strong people, and there's always got to be haters. There's going to be people who are rude, and there's just going to be a time where it's like, do I let it affect my one time I get to go and have fun with the friends that came from out of town? Or do I just say, F it, I see where our friendship lies, and just leave it? And so that was kind of where we left it. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I hung out and had a great time. I invited some friends. Kind of forgot there was a puzzle there. Dude, this is me like low-key just getting frustrated at a puzzle while chatting about shit that's like kind of more important. Goodbye, thank you for coming, get out of my mind. Exactly, Biff. That's pretty much how I took it. They hugged me goodbye and they left, and I, you know, had a great time regardless. Me and Tanner, who's also Tantan on here, she's like Klon's wife. She was like a last minute person that I wanted to invite because me and her we're hanging out a lot. We have a girls Discord and stuff, and we play games together. So I was like, hey, like, do you want to come to this thing? And she was so cute. Me and Tanner the whole night like had a cute little flirtatious romancing, which was a fun time. Aw, thank you for the hug. You could be mad, but it would still have a good time. But maybe I'm just a professional hater. I just decided also I felt like there could be some kickback for getting mad at them for leaving due to the fact that I still need them for my actual wedding day. And I was super not wanting to deal with that if they did just be like, well, then I'm not coming to your wedding kind of thing. Because I was like, bro, I could not deal with more issues with the wedding. Also, men have bromances. What do girls have? Girls just have girlfriends. I just get gay with my girlfriends and it's fine. We have a great time. And so me and Tanner had a cute little moment. Okay, hold on. So beginning of day for the bachelorette, my sister had an agenda. I gave her a few things I wanted to do. I don't deal with me and my dudes are full on romancing, right? We get gay. It's so much fun. It is. I wouldn't call them out on it or anything, but I definitely would still be mad. I was so mad. Like I was literally crying because of just how upset I was from the whole scenario, that I was just like, I felt very devalued as a human being. Like they couldn't stay for those things, but alas, I didn't let them know that they got to me, and I just kind of just had fun regardless. So beginning of the whole event, my sister had an agenda, but I told her kind of what I wanted to do. It was no surprise on the things that we ended up doing. The only things that were a little added was one of the people who were leaving early
had a time. Fuck you, puzzle. Had a time where she made a lot of stuff for us for the bachelorette. Like our shirts were custom made, and my shirts were like sage green color, and they said "Friends of the Forest" on them all for like the people who were bridesmaids. And then my sister was the matron of the forest, and I was, you know, the bride of the forest kind of thing. So it was very cute, very plant oriented. Cries in the shower and says it's the shampoo. Cries like a grown up. That's truly how it was. I was like, oh, it's raining. It's just raining. It's not me crying about the shit. Yeah, I did have a good time. So we started the agenda off with going to a tea time. By that I don't mean like golf. I mean like literally going and like having tea together. Which was super nice. It was like a full service, and it was very bougie. Like I've never been to this place before, and shit, I really just want to keep twisting the shit out of this and make it happen. You know what I mean? One line. None of these match my hut. It can't be this. Hold on. I'm gonna put marks on this thing. It doesn't matter, right? It's my puzzle. No one's gonna take over other than me. Okay, so it can't be this one. No, a little X. It can't be this one. It could be that one. So I'm not gonna put an X. Square, window, open door. No, can't be this one. Could be this one. Can't be this one. Could be that one. All right. So we have no's, at least. We have 4 no's and 4 possibilities. I want to go to the tea time. Only I've ever gotten tea with a friend once and technically twice. The second time we just bought tea leaves rather than actually have tea together. Oh, it was so nice. They had like the whole like very much felt like Bridgerton, where they had the whole like tea service. Like there was like tons of sweets on one tray. There was like little snacks, like some chicken salad sandwiches, some egg salad sandwiches, and all that on the next tray. And then above it was like they have this like chocolate scones, which are so tasty. I actually brought one home, and I'm excited to have it later. But that was the tea. And you got to pick between a black English breakfast tea and or a berry bush tea. So that was really fun. And we got to take home as much as we wanted from it. My mom ended up paying for that whole event, which was wild. She paid for everybody, so they didn't have to pay for it. I lived tea time with the homies. Yes. The closest I ever got, I took some friends out stargazing, and a friend bought a thermos with hot chocolate, which reminds me I should do that again. That sounds so nice. And make sure you bring a blanket next time so the grass doesn't like annoy you. Or if you're not outside in the grass, then, you know, just chill. 4 homies, a calm Turkish chai, and a game of okay. Dude, that would be so fun. I loved tea time. It was honestly one of the most relaxing things we could have been doing. And I wanted it to be relaxing because I knew everything else. Oh, picnic blanket. Yes. I knew it was one of those things that I really wanted to make sure I had just a calming experience. I didn't really want too crazy because I knew I'm a stressed out lady. I stress about everything and anything. And so I needed it to be not that way. For at least the event of that. So we did that. It was really fun. My aunt, my mom. So my aunt is my she's like is administering the marriage or whatever the person's called that like is just standing next to you and your soon-to-be husband and going over the vows and stuff. Hayat life. Ooh, cute game of life. Oh, so fun. So, we needed blankets to stay warm because it was freezing that night. Aw, that's so cute though. Like what the heck? So we had that. which was a ton of fun. I honestly think it went better than I would have expected. Everyone loved it. A lot of people weren't into tea or like didn't know about like, you know, how good the tea would be, and I didn't either. But it like everybody had a good time. Also, another super side note. Oh, officiant or whatever. Yeah. Officiant. My aunt is our officiant. So I had her there because she was wondering to get some stories from friends about the wedding, like for the wedding. She wants to make it funny, like some jokes here and there, which is great because I'm such an emotional gal. I need some jokes in my life. So she's doing some jokes, which I'm excited for. She's not a joker really too much. And then so she was there again. The side note was I did not get sleep that night before it because of the fact that I was so stressed out Friday from being told some people would be leaving. I was like, should I deal with this? Should I not? And then I chose not to, but I literally just barely slept. I think I slept maybe 3 hours to 4 hours before the bachelorette, which highly do not recommend. It was really rough because I was so freaking tired. Which, you know, to each their own. I just really should have done that to myself. So we went to tea time. Tea helped me. Revived. Was honestly the main reason I got through that day. We did that, and then after tea time, we went to what was I gonna state? Words. I really can't. Yes, you need sleep. I know. Sorry, I had to deal with a lack of eeps. Yeah. It's okay. I'm really bad with sleeping, especially like during an eventful time where like either conflict might happen. Because that time I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna interact with them and tell them like, hey, that shit's just rude. But I chose not to, and then it was fine. What was I? So after tea time, we went to a spa. I went to the spa with some friends. I didn't need them to all spend or whatever, but we all ended up getting like between like manis and petties you could choose. So we did that, which was really cute and fun, and I think everybody had a good time there. But it was like the mani petties because there's like I think at that time there was like 8 of us. It took us like a good amount of hours. Like it was like until 4:30 or something. You're going back to work. Thank you. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get this puzzle done, but we're gonna try our best. Yeah, have a good work day. I hope it goes well. I hope you get all of the fun things that happen that is not stressful at work. How does this little ridge work? So we went and did the spa. And my sister brought champagne and wine and a bunch of snacks, which were great because I was getting peckish. I ate as much as I could during the snack time, tea time. But again, I'm just a little nervous wreck. So I was having a moment where I just wasn't eating too much because I was just so stressed about the situation for later. And I just hoped everybody was having a good time, which it seems like they did, so it worked out. But after the spa, it was like 4:30 when everything in the spa got done. We went to tea time at like 11, so it was like a long time for the spa. But it was good. After that, we went back to my sister's and hung out. So we played a little bit of games. My one friend that was the person who was very artsy and like made us shirts, she ended up also making temporary tattoos with Necro's face on it and my Papa's face on it and our wedding date with like a little heart. So that was cute. We did enjoy those. The problem was they like did not de-stick really well, so we had some issues later on, but it's fine. They were cute. We all got dressed up. We all changed outfits because I had us all like in cute little tea outfits for pictures, and that was fun. I wonder if this is supposed to go to the lock. So, like, line up with the lock, maybe? That? Dude, how is this supposed to work? It's supposed to go to 2 places and then back to the locks. That means you must start across the way. There's no way you don't. So maybe like, maybe you're like over here. Go here. That hut. Oh! I got it! Wow, I Necro's face on me? I did. Necro's face specifically was on my thighs. I had Necro's face on my thighs. I was wearing some cute little shorts, and then underneath it was, like, right below it was Necro's face and my dog's face. And then I had, like, a little bridal tiara crown thing, which was cute. I don't know where the sword goes. Does the sword go in here? Am I supposed to put the sword somewhere? Okay. What does the sword do? It's got 2 notches. Was the sword supposed to help me with something? I don't know what. Do I feel any more sophisticated? No. I feel incredibly like I'm a child playing with a puzzle, unable to figure out what I'm supposed to do. There's nothing on this. Okay. Oh, these are the symbols. Okay, I need to work on the symbols. I love the placement. Thank you. Yeah, Necro's. You need a face tattoo of Necro's face. I could get you it. I could send you the tattoos your way. Do you get more swords out of it, or is it just that one? It was just that one. It was like hold on, let me show you this side. It came from this hole. Like I was like, maybe these? No. I figured this would slide out after the puzzle was solved, but I guess not. A little confusing. And then we have this side, which has symbols underneath it. So it's got a spade. Moon. Like, or no, it's not spade. It's a 4-leaf clover. It's a clover. Clover, moon. Octagon. I'll just draw the symbols because some of these are not actual things that make sense. That. That little bow look. A little O with the half moon. A squiggly thing going on here. Cross. And then a normal ass rhombus. That's all of them. Yeah. I have 0 clue.
Tilfana is a lefty. TIL. TIL. What does TIL stand for? Yeah, I'm a lefty. You only lefty you love? I feel so special. I have nothing to do with this information, but it is neat to know. I'm actually ambidextrous. So, today I learned. Ah, thank you, thank you. I'm even learning anagrams when you guys do those things. Or I think they're called anagrams, right? I think they are. But yeah, I am ambidextrous. I do a lot of sports with my right hand because they were actually built for right-handed people. But some things, I only specific abbreviations, maybe. Isn't there like a word that's not just abbreviations though, or no? I thought there was something close to that. But I do a lot of sports for right-handed people, if you didn't know. All my righties rise up, but what am I doing here with this? Oh, so there's symbols that line up? Oh, should I put where the symbols are in this thing? Oh shit, all the symbols on here are the symbols on the other part. Me too. Totally not Googling what TIL stands for. Hey, we're here for it. Anagram is the word that's the same from the front to back. Okay, analogy? No. It was something with an A that was like a word's abbreviated. You know what I mean? Disregard me, I'm stupid. No, you're fine. I cannot disregard you. You could just put Anna and it would have worked. Oh, is it anagrams then? For the ones that are shortened? Was I not dumb? It's okay, we could be dumb together, Argo. I'm not confident in anything I state. Bro, am I actually supposed to memorize where these lines are for these things? Can I get you? As a piece? Can I take you out? Like to town and show you a good time or How is anyone over 14 supposed to get this? Ah! It's fine. It's fine. Guys, this puzzle wasn't even like supposed to be a hard difficulty, like from what I could tell. Anagram, rearranging the words in one to make another. Abbreviation, shortening of a word. Alliterations, a string of words starting with the same letter. Palindromes are just not there at all. Got you. Anagram is a word or phrase that is formed by rearranging letters from one word or phrase. Got it. I'd like to be taken out of town and shown a good time. Neil, you got it. How's it going? We're good. We've solved 2 puzzles so far. How are you doing, Neil? How are you doing? Wonderful. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great weekend and day. I am honestly just trying to figure out any of these puzzles at this point. Because, like, this is incredibly loose. This is incredibly loose, but I can't take it out. I'm doing great. Chilling, right? Meow. Nice. I love the meows. Very cute. Very demure. We're working on a puzzle that's somehow supposed to be solved by a 14-year-old. But I'm telling you, I don't know what 14-year-old is doing this kind of puzzle. Or anyone that's older than 14. But, like, I don't know how you're supposed to get this done in, like, 60 minutes. I've been stuck on puzzles. JP! Hello! Welcome in! JP stole my waffles. Can I have yours? I'll make you some. Welcome in, everybody! How are you doing? Thank you for the follow! Wait! Oh, I thought I was being so big brain, but I'm not. Welcome in, JP! How are you? How are we doing? What you playing? Final Fantasy X? Where are you at? Let me know where you're at. Necro's so cute. Yeah, I know. Be good. How's yours? I was great. Had my bachelorette and my bridal shower.
So we were catching up a little bit while I get ADHD'd and get very distracted by trying to solve this puzzle box. But I have gotten so far 2 things solved, and that's it. And this puzzle box is supposed to be a 60-minute puzzle box. We're almost at 60 minutes, and I've only solved 2 things. So it's a great time. That's all we can do. I don't know what these letters are for. I literally don't see letters on this whole box. What if it's just like for this? No, that would be dumb, right? This would be unorthodox. But I really want to make. If they gave me a sword and you tell me, if they gave me a sword and they told me this sword isn't worth it, doesn't do anything, I'm gonna be upset because it feels like it should. You know what I mean? I was exploring around the comm today and beat a golem man. I love that for you. I also love the calm moment. Now I'm in a temple that the Choco took me to. Okay, got you. I remember that one. Good luck with that puzzle. That one's a little more difficult. Are you playing and streaming it tomorrow? Okay, too much work to do. Oof. Sylvie, get it done, honey. You've got this. Where was I? Oh yeah. So we're talking about the Bachelorette and the shit that was going on, as well as just drama. But we're here for it, you know what I mean? Good luck, Sylvie. I hope you get through what you need to get through. I'm hunting down the Stinky Breath Man, but he didn't spawn once. Oh! I think Stinky Breath Man comes in different areas, though. I don't know how much you need to hunt him for. So we'll see. Bro, this puzzle makes no sense. This puzzle, by the way, is supposed to be solved by 14-year-olds or higher. And they really be exaggerating with the higher part because, like, I can't tell what's going on here. Wait, why is there symbols inside of this? There's symbols inside of the little peepholes. You see what I mean? What the heck? Hi. Why you bring Papa? Thank you for the sub! 3D puzzles are really neat.
So neat for me to watch get put together.
Oh, that's cool. That is interesting. Are you kidding? Symbols? Yes, I'm not kidding. Like, look at that. What's going on in there? You can look at the puzzle. You want to hold it? You can go look at it. Fiddle around with it. I'll take a puzzle break real quick. And we'll get back to actually chatting. I'll turn on this light a little more so we can see it better. Anyway. Also, I'm wearing a cute little poncho. If you see any of it, it's a poncho. It's a cute little fluffy blanky poncho. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the symbols. Put the sword in it, maybe? Did you get to the new side? I did. I'm working on it. Oh, JP. Okay, never mind. I'm working on it. I thought you meant the puzzle. Anyway, hi, Finn. How are you? Okay, so yeah. So we had tea time. Here's the recap. We had tea time with my bachelorette, and then we had spa time, and then after that we went to a cute Asian sushi restaurant with the cute sleeves, right? Yeah, they're cute little, like, they're a deer poncho. If you could see, like, a little bit of it. It's a cute little deer poncho. I figured that would be pretty safe. If anything got seen, it would just been a cute fluffy poncho. I do love fluffy poncho. It's like my nice little soft thing. Finn. No, we can't talk about that, okay? Not new side or fauna side. Northwest side. Anyway. Yay, I like it. It's a cute poncho peak. It's got, on the top part, it has a hood that if I put up my hood, it like has cute little antlers. And it's got a little face poking at the top. I figured this was like a safe thing to wear in case like anything was seen. It's like, okay, there's a poncho. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, it looks so more adorbs. Yay, it's cute. Anyway, how was it? Did you learn anything about the puzzle? No? I know, is it kind of fun to fiddle with? It's got antlers too. It did. I got this from like a convention, from one of the cons I went to, and I love it. It's really cute. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely happy I have it. My papa did destroy one of the little mitt parts, which these are little pockets. This is a little pocket. My doggy broke one of those, and she decided to rip a hole in it. But I tried my best to repair it, so it is what it is. Okay, so now you might be able to see the holes a little better. Dude, what the heck am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do with that? That info is not very helpful for me. It looks like a little triangle symbol, a little tower symbol, another one, some like weird lines, and then like a backwards B. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. Oh, maybe these are like these symbols? They're not the same symbols. That's upsetting. What the heck is that supposed to be? This maybe? Okay. This one? Where I don't know. This one is for that one. Like an M. I do read and run, get a lurk. Oh, sounds good. I got to get some foods and get productivity. Today is your day off to do things, so I want to do it until Thursday. Sounds good, JP. I hope you have a good food and you get good productivity done. What I'm supposed to do with them? I don't know, Abigail. I feel like I'm just stressed about this stupid puzzle that is supposed to be for anyone that's over 14. And I'm going to tell you, I clear 14 a little bit. So, like, I should be able to understand how this works. But do I? No. No, I do not. It looks like if I could slide this piece out, the crevices inside of this looks like it would fit it somewhere. But, like, I can't get this out. Literally, I cannot. Am I, like, supposed to force this more? Like, give me your little piece. The F. I don't know. I might need to watch like a hint on this fucking thing. Oh! Okay. I kid you not, we fiddle with enough and we get results. Okay. Now I got this cute little fun thing to mess with. So okay. So we did the spa. We went to, this is just fun to mess with. Went to a spa, went to, look at this. I got it. I got one more piece. You could put it over there. I'm not feeling cookie right now. I appreciate it though. So yeah, after spa, I went to a sushi restaurant, which was a really good one. It's the same place me and Necro got engaged at, like, after, it was our after dinner place after we got engaged. And it was really nice. And I didn't mind. We had a whole conversation, me, Necro, and the group about like what we would do for the people who are leaving after dinner. And I stated, you know what? We're going to rally pivot. And I'm going to ask some other friends that were coming in from out of town if they wanted to join us for like the festivities of playing board games and drinking. And so I got some people coming in from Michigan, which is not super crazy far, but also like far enough of a drive. That they were the only one coming in from like way like out of state, and they came over like the day that we were having my whole bachelorette because I wanted to be there early for the bridal shower. And I asked them, hey, you want to come over? Because they're like my D&D friends, because we had some bridesmaids that weren't just leaving. They didn't want to be a part of it. And they were like, oh my gosh, I would love to be there, like just to hang out. And like, I don't even need to drink. I could just play board games and stuff. And I'm like, hell yeah. So they came over pretty much after dinner. I had the whole scenario where the people were like, hey, I'm leaving. And I just hugged them and said, thanks for coming, and moved on with my life because I wasn't going to allow that shit to bother me. So we did that. was I gonna say? Yes. So we hugged. They left. Tan also paid for my dinner. Super sweet. We had a cute little romantic moment where like my sister was originally telling me I should have to pay for my own dinner, and then Tan's like, no, I'm paying for Fauna's dinner, and then hugged me, and we proceeded to have a cute little date moment because we both shared our meals. Like, I wanted just eel rolls because I love a good eel and avocado moment. So we had eel rolls together, and she said like her husband really doesn't like sushi. So I'm like, hey, want to split some sushi? Like, there's 6 pieces, just each have 3, and then we'll just do dinner. And I was like, I just want chicken fried rice. And she's like, dude, I only want chicken fried rice. And I'm like, it's such a big bowl. Let's just split the chicken fried rice. And so we split chicken fried rice, and we split the eel rolls. And some people saw me in like my cute little get up of the bridesmaid shirts and a little like cute little veil clip thing in the back. So some guy bought us shots. Honestly, the worst shots I've ever had. He came over to my table too, because Necro and bro-in-law were sitting at a different table and were like, hey, we wanted sushi too at this nice place. And I'm like, dude, guys, get sushi. I don't care. And they were going to DD for us later. So I didn't mind. But some of my bridesmaids, like the ones that were leaving after dinner, made a huge deal about it. And I was like, dudes, I like Necro's company. Like, Necro is somebody who keeps me sane, and I'm just happy he can go and enjoy himself even without me like fully having him that all day with me, you know? So it worked out. They had dinner together, and they were like a couple tables down from us. So the guy who bought us the shitty shots, he came over and was like, oh, I don't know who those 2 like guys are, but you can tell them that this very attractive gentleman bought you guys shots. And I was like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, hope you have a good night and stuff. And it was fine. But he was, I kid you not, I told like Necro this later, and and Necro was like, was he really that attractive? I'm like, you know, he wasn't, but to each their own. To someone, he's attractive. So it was funny. So we had those, and then okay. Necro went, and so he was sitting at a table away from us, and literally the waitress, I guess I found out later, she pretty much thought there were 2 gay guys having dinner together. And she said they were the cutest couple. And that was really cute. Like, I found that out later, and I'm like, you guys are a cute couple, but that's adorable that she thought you guys were 2 gay dudes just chilling and having dinner together. Because my sister and her husband frequent this place a good bit. If they ever see that lady that thought they were a gay couple together, it'll be so funny. The 2 gay guys, me and a straight homie. Yeah, right? Same, but my brothers and my sisters-in-law bachelorette, it was on the same weekend. We did stuff apart. At the end of the night, we came together and partied together. Exactly. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And I wanted Necro and my bro-in-law to be a big part of it too, because those 2 are like usually the vibe of like, we hang out and we party all the time. So, not all the time, but whenever we all are feeling up for it. So I wanted to go and like have them there because they're a big part of the fun for me. That's so funny. She thought they were gay. Yeah. Oh, and then the sweet restaurant bought all of our drinks for the rest of the night. So, or not the rest of the night, but like the rest of the time we were there, I got like 1 drink, and then Tan got her own. And I kid you not, like every single person probably had 1 drink, and they paid for all of our drinks at this restaurant. I was like, oh, you guys are so sweet. Tan barely paid anything for dinner and was like, I just need to move to where you guys are because this price is crazy. So yeah, that was fun. The friends left, made not a big deal about it, and then we moved on to going back to my sister's place, where we decided to let the brother-in-law and Necro drive us around because we were going to go to a downtown area. It's like a cute little village near us, and it's like everything's walkable. Like it's a really nice area, which I proceeded to not wear my purse. I had my wallet on me and I put it in my back pocket. And I figured that would be pretty safe because it's a huge ass wallet. But little did I know, throughout the night, at some point near the last restaurant we went to, where I used the restroom, and or this like arcade bar we went to later, I lost my wallet at some point in time in that period of time. Now, has any charges been happened or have been used on my cards? No. Have I called around? No, I was too tired today and yesterday to do that. But I plan to tomorrow. There's only three places it could be: sister's house, which is where we ended up after going to the bar and stuff, and the arcade bar, which was our last stop before we went back, and then the one last place we got carded, which is the place I used the restroom. That sucks. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Honestly, Biff, there was so much stupid, like, bad luck things that happened that day. I don't know what was going on. I told Necron, like, is this a bad sign? Like, I had on top of this all of that admin around, losing the wallet sucks. Yeah. It's okay, though. There was only 3 places it could be. So that's honestly not that bad compared to the whole night. Like, we got carded at every bar. So it wasn't that difficult to know, like, I had it then. So it was the last place I got carded, the arcade bar, which was right after that place, or my sister's house. That's it. There's only 3 places. So it hasn't been used. I made sure to freeze my cards so I would get notified if somebody tried to use it, but they won't be able to get anything from it. And now I'm just kind of need to go talk to them and ask. Another fun thing that happened that was like bad luck, but didn't know what was going on, was my Tanner. Oh, okay. So I look through the holes now for these random things. Okay, so these slide and these lead to the holes that are on this side. So now we're actually making a shape. I hope you find your card at least. Yeah, I hope more. I just really hope I find my ID, because that's like, it's a little harder for me to find an ID. You know what I mean? These little men. What? Okay. I need to look, and there should be a thing I can do. So this is one of them. There's only 3 places it could go. So it could go here, here, and here. How am I supposed to see through this absolutely tiny ass hole? Okay. There's only 6 possible options. So we could keep doing this until we figure it out, I guess. Alright. First position, first position, first position. I don't... Hold on. Oh, how do you see things in this hole? I need to turn on the overhead, which is going to give me a headache, but we're going to try our best, because I'm sorry I shook your world. Hold on. 1 second. Everything's having a hard time. Like, trying to fall off the plate that you randomly put there. But I got 1 more piece done. That's good. Papa didn't get anything from it. Okay. So, after that, went to, after dinner, we went to the house. We played a couple of card games and board games, and then we went from there to downtown, which then I told you I lost stuff. I also had a whole conversation with some gentleman about who smelled nice, which I didn't know was going to be an issue. But I was told that I was pretty intoxicated at this point. Is there like a treasure thing inside the box? There's a treasure in the end of this box. Also, you moved farther away. There you go. So yeah, I had a whole conversation with these two guys about that. Quite a weird time. But it was fine. Like here, I think. That one looks accurate. Like I can actually see this one. Is this supposed to spell something? I can the box. Am I supposed to get something from that? The whole. Ridiculous. At least that's you had a conversation with men who smelled nice. Okay. So it was more like we were at a bar, and I am a type of person where if like there's a nice compliment I can give you. I was being told I was rizzing up way too many people, but that's fine. I was with all the people in my party, including Necro that has joined us and brother-in-law, went to a restaurant, and these two guys were standing near the bar, right? And we were gonna go order some drinks for all of us, like probably like a shot or just a normal ass drink. And these guys were there, and one of them smelled like really nice. I wasn't sure which one, so I just stated, "Oh, just want to let you know, you smell really good." That's where I left it. I was a drunken lady. I'm a natural flirt. I just try, like, people don't get enough compliments in the world. So, from others. So you know what? I'm gonna be that person who like gives nice compliments to people that I think they like, they've been trying. Like they smelled nice. Sure, I'm gonna let them know that. So they had a whole competition where they had me like step away because one of his friends were like, "Ain't no way you're telling my one friend you're such a nice like that he smells nice," because his friend next to him was so close. He's like, wait for me. I'm gonna go over like here, and he'll stay like by the bar, and I am gonna have you sniff both of us and tell us which one smells better or which one smells nice. I think it was because his friend was like, "Dude, I'm wearing cologne and my other friend is not," something like that. So I went over and I had like a moment where I went to the other guy. This is such like a weird time. Went to one friend, smelled him from the one that away from the bar, and he was the one that smelled nice, which smelled like ocean rain. I love that kind of scent, like a nice natural smell. So I told him he was the one that smelled nice, but I said I can't tell his friend that I can't break some guy's random heart by first initiating that he was the one that smelled nice to telling him like you don't smell as good. So I told the guy in the distance, I'm like, "Hey, so I mean it's you that smells nice, but I am going to tell your friend that he also smells good because like I can't be the person to break it to him at this point because I've kind of wrote myself into this position." And so the friend, like, we had a moment where we looked at each other and he's like, nah. I'm gonna make sure he knows. So I like let the other guy know my plan, and then he was like, no, she really means me. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're such a nice person. Aw, thanks. I definitely try my best to be nice because there's a lot of people in the world that aren't nice to others, and I want to be someone who is. So alas, I did that. And my one friend that I've been childhood friends with for a long time saw like that as like kind of flirty. Like these guys were trying to pick me up. Girl, I got my freaking little headdress for the wedding stuff. Ain't no way these guys are like fully flirting. I also am like old enough for them to not like, I don't know, they look like 18 at most, maybe like 17. I'm like, these little boys don't, I mean, yeah, the quotations have to be 21 to go into a bar, but I'm gonna tell you, they did not look it. They probably had like those fakey IDs that you can get around. All they have to do is show the guy, and he like shines his his flashlight on it, so it was like very easy to have a fake ID.
So I feel like these guys did not have real ones. They did not look old enough. But yeah.
In all honesty, from what you're saying, they just seemed happy to be complimented and they were just having fun. Exactly. So Abigail, I thought the same shit. And my one friend was like, ain't no way they were just like okay with it. So I was like being one of the boys. I was like, yo, I've got you, friend. I'll let you know the truth. If you want to know who smells better, I will like try my best to like be honest. I mean, the world has turned it into if somebody random compliments you, they see this flirting because they own one never really hears stuff like that anymore. I know. So here I am, are like trying to make the world a nicer place where that is more common and that you don't get something from it just because a cute little lady just flirts or like comments and like gives you a nice compliment. But clearly that wasn't the case to my friend. She was like, you are flirting. Or she just thought I was very touchy. So it could have been flirty in the sense of like, I touched one of the guy's arms while chatting with him. Hello, Fauna drunk me. I just gave him like a pat on the back, I think, or something like that. It wasn't like that like crazy of a thing. So yeah, it became like a issue in that sense. Oh, I don't even need the puzzle. Literally, it shows inside of this crevice. You can kind of see the symbols. So we have an O. We have a triangle and another circle. It's supposed to be something more than that. Bless you. Bless you. That girl's just sneezing his little mind off. Hmm. So yeah, Necro's just sneezing. Thank you for adding the Necro sneeze. Argo, did you add it twice? Oh, right, because he sneezed 3 times. That makes sense. But we went and we had that little interaction with the gentleman, which honestly, I don't think I come off as like that. I come off as just like a fun, nice person. So that's how I took it. And even though somebody could have seen it as flirting, I don't think the guys took it as that either. So that was a little fun event. Then I went to the restroom at a different bar, and my gosh, was there so many ladies just chilling there. And it was a little wild that they were all in the bathroom. I don't know. I've never been a bathroom chilling lady group. But yeah, they were there. I went with my sister to the bathroom because she also needed to go. And then we hung out a little bit there, and then went to the arcade bar, which I was also told by Necro. Well, I mean, you definitely weren't flirting. Yeah, I don't think you were flirting based on what you said. They didn't do anything that was as flirty either. Exactly! I think they were just 2 guys just trying to know which one smelled better. So it was very funny. So after that, we went to the arcade bar, which at this point, it was getting like pretty late. I think we were there until like 1 o'clock or midnight at that point, and we chilled there for a bit. And I love this arcade bar. It was one of the places that opened up during COVID, and it was so cool to be a big part of like their success. Because one of the person who owns the place, like originally I came over and he's been nice enough to be like, yeah, you guys can like, what are those? Okay, So it's a bar that holds old arcade machines, like GoldenEye, like golfing, like pinball, like the shoot the basket in the hoop kind of game. It had like Melee as a possibility, like you could play on their TVs. So a bunch of arcade machines. Yo, home wrecker? We home wrecking? No, we aren't. Hi, good to see you. So, that sounds amazing, like so much fun. It was. And they had like mocktails as well as cocktails if you wanted. And they had like good food there. I've been a big part of like going back there, me and Necro every so often. And like the owner knows us. So sometimes he'll just see us and he'll be like, hey, do you guys want to try like a new drink we're interested in doing? Because they do nerdy drinks. Like whether it's cocktails or mocktails, they do nerdy drinks. And it was so, he's so nice. So I guess I don't remember exactly what I stated to this lady. But Necro told me I was like super rizzing the bartender because she was my first time seeing her ever. And you know, I'm a nice person. I go be sweet. I'll go tell her how like wonderful she is and that she's like she's making our night and stuff. So it was really sweet. I love arcades, bars. I don't go anymore. Aged out of the bar scene. I get that. For me, it was just like my bachelorette, so we wanted to be up doing stuff like that. I also sometimes will go to the arcade bar, not drink, just get some foods there, and then like get some water and just play at the arcades machines. Out there with all the compliments. Hey, I spread positivity no matter where I go. And even at one point, this is where I was getting a little too intoxicated. There was some like guy that was playing, I don't know, a song that I could hear through our car, and I rolled down my window and complimented him. So shout outs to that guy. I don't remember what the song was, but I'm like, I recognize it, and I told him I like your song. Or I like your music choices or something like that. And it was, the guy looked at me and then he gave me like a thumbs up. So I mean, he thought it was a compliment. So I mean, if I'm having a fun time, I want everyone else to be too. So I don't mind like giving compliments out. Well, rolled down the window and complimented it. Yeah, they were a blast. Sounds like a fun bachelorette. It was a ton of fun. Even though we had some bad stuff happen. Oh, another thing that happened was one of my bridesmaids when we got back to the house. So after all of this, I think it was like I think it was 2:02 or something in the morning. One of my bridesmaids had their car like on the street a certain way, and the cops came, gave her a ticket, even though she came outside and was like, hey, what's going on and stuff like that. The cop just would not listen. He's like, hey, I wouldn't be here if somebody in your neighborhood didn't call the cops on your car existing there. So like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to call like our records department and figure this out on Monday. And I'm like, and this was the friend that was coming in from out of town. So I was like, hey, she can't though. Like, because it was a ticket that literally stated you need to pay in person. And it's like, well, you state that, but like, she can't pay it in person. She's not even gonna be in the state tomorrow. So I don't know what you want her to do about that. And we're like, we're so sorry. We'll move it like this moment. But it's like 2 minutes past the curfew time of when that car's supposed to be there. And they were like, I don't care. You have to do this. Stuff like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? When she went out, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. He did give her a ticket. We did solve another puzzle. Honestly, I just kind of fidgeted the shit out of it until I felt it came out. So it's very upsetting that shit happened. I called the cops. All right, I didn't call the cops. I called 411. That cop was so rude. Dude, I was even standing at the front door, like, with my little headdress, little bachelorette thing on. And the cop was still telling them this. And I was like, fuck you. I didn't actually say that to him. Don't worry. I was trying to be as civil as possible. So I went and I called 411 to talk to somebody about the ticket immediately when she got the ticket. Then they told me to go talk to this like department. I go talk to the person in that department. They're like, yeah, we don't actually talk about tickets here. I'm like, well, can you assign me to somebody who does? They get me over to the police office that is not like the emergency hotline or anything. And then I
immediately, of course, be nice in front of them, but be rude behind their backs. Exactly. We are upset. I was an upset person at that moment. So I went and I talked to this lady on the phone, and she's like, oh, yeah, he was just there. And I was like, yeah, I know. We were just talking to him. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but like, is there any way to like almost waive this? Because I'm the bachelorette and we just had our bachelor party and my friend is inebriated and like, we didn't know. She's from out of state. She doesn't know the rules of this thing. And they were like, oh, well, she can call on Monday about this shit. So I'm like, literally, I will call for you, Tantan, if you need me to. And Tantan's like, no, don't do that. And she was crying because she didn't want to make a scene about it. But I'm like, girl, you shouldn't feel bad about this. You didn't mean for this to happen. Like, what the absolute F? So I felt really bad for her. But yeah, Mama Fauna was protecting friends, and I literally was like immediately calling them. And I got to talk to the cop over the phone, which was quite a fun time. He, I'm sure, was absolutely surprised that we were talking to him immediately after he gave us a ticket and told her to call on Monday. And so he tried to talk to me about it, and I was like, dude, this shit doesn't make sense. Like, what do you want her to do with that information? Like, she can't do any, like, she, even if you try to give her a ticket, like, she has no way, like, it said you had to be in person. She's not gonna come all the way back just for a ticket. So yeah, she's so sweet and doesn't deserve that. You guys didn't deserve the cop to do that to you. I know, especially because it was 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We could state that our clock was behind, dude. We could have stated that, but alas, absolutely did not care. So it worked out, and I don't know. I need to talk to Tanner, to Tantan about it later to see what happened to it, because I don't know. If she didn't call, I will call again, because I am a person where if you mess with my friends in that way, you will get a very unhappy phone call from me. So yeah. The neighbor who called and he was an absolute dick. It's not even my neighbors. It's not even my neighbors. It's literally like my sister's neighbors. And some of them are old crookedy people. But my sister does not think it's those old people that would do it. She literally thinks it was somebody, the new neighbors that moved in, because they're kind of asses. And I'm like, well, they better fucking deal with this shit, because that's rude as hell. So, what fun times we live in. Dude, we've been working on this puzzle for so long. Oh, I got little puzzle pieces. Maybe? I might get both puzzle pieces. Take care of myself. I feel like you're working super hard. You've been working super hard for a while. I'm okay. I'll drink some tea. Let's take a tea break. I know what house to play Trick or Treat on. And if they give us a treat toilet paper their house, I know. Thank you for the spinny nog. I ain't asshole neighbors. I do too. Emotional support nog. Yeah. I figured we could work on this, and if we get too frustrated, I could also just switch to playing Final Fantasy 15. I just know that we had... Oh, whoa, that piece kind of fell in. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Did I lose a piece? There were pieces sitting here, and I may or may not have lost one of them inside this puzzle. Oh, there we go. It came out. We're good. So we have 2 pieces with the Glocks. I know. Let's go ding-dong ditching. Oh my gosh. It would be wild for you guys to ding-dong ditch some neighbors. I personally don't know who they were, because Mocha wouldn't tell me, because Mocha knew I would also be that person who would kind of
go and knock on their door. So, yeah. But I secretly do not like those people. And I will remember this, and they will rule the day that they did that. That's just rude as F. What are these 2 pieces for? Am I supposed to do something with this? Maybe there's more pieces in the future. These don't fit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
These little star pieces. There's nothing crazy. Like this. They're 2 different colors too. Mocha Smort. I know. Booking flight. I'll be there in 22 hours. Jesus. Jeez. Mocha new. Mocha new. I'm a type of person, if something gets in my head like this is happening, I fully like, I can only think of that thing. I'm a very I don't know, distracted person, mentally focused individual. I don't know. However you want to call it, one way or another. I don't know what puzzle to solve anymore. Like, these are already done because we got the thing in the middle. This was for that puzzle. So like, confusing. Then we have this side, which had lanterns, which had the sword come out and the little puzzle pieces come out from under here. And now this piece looks like it's supposed to come out, but it doesn't. It's like stuck only on, it's stuck on this side, not this side. So I don't know. Scratch that, 3 weeks and 22-hour passport expired. Oh. Doesn't it take like 6 months to get a new passport? Me and Necros still don't have a passport. I think this is the puzzle I need to work on. So like, there's crowns. What are the crowns on these things? So if it sits correctly, so is that like lines? So the first thing you see, or maybe it's the symbols underneath. There's not all these symbols underneath are in that spot though. Moon. Any of these have a moon on them? No, these are underneath. So like, this is the star. So we have half moon, swirly swirl, and swoogity swoo. Swoogity swoo's here. Half moon's here. Swirly swirl is up there. I think the swirly whirl first. Swirly whirl. Can't fit there. So I'm guessing it's not supposed to go there. So it's either that one or the half moon. I'm thinking half moon. Okay. Then we have sweet swoo. So we have half moon, sweet. Okay. On Visa's application, reason for visiting, ding dong ditching douchebag neighbors. That's so funny. Let's make it an even 4 weeks, and then we can meet at Checks Notes Fauna's sister's neighbor's place. Yeah, we could bring water guns. I don't know where in the US, so it might take me 3 weeks to figure out where to bring them. Can you imagine just spraying a house? Instead of TPing a house, you just spray it with water guns. I'd have fun with it. Okay, we've got bow. We've got like hourglass shape and like a weird fonted H. Maybe it's like fonted and then the hourglass. Phantom hourglass, some would say. So hourglass. You can't. Oh, it can. How?
This puzzle was not built for people. I don't get this. I do just want to break it at this point, but I don't 100%. Maybe I just wait. Maybe it's supposed to be like this part. Yeah, it is this piece. Okay. Hmm. Oh, you have evil ideas? Now we're talking. No, Fauna, we bring water guns and TP. Then we TP their house and then spray with water so it's mushy and gushy. Oh my gosh. So you guys, September 4th? You guys just go during my actual wedding celebration. That's so yucky. I'm so down. Now we're talking. Oh my gosh. If eggs aren't so expensive, I would make it so y'all have easy paint bombs out of eggs. What the heck? Never give on Abigail's bad side. Oh yeah, never get on Abigail's bad side. Yeah, what you guys doing? You guys are so funny. Yeah, so F that neighbor. But after we went, I rizzed up the person at the random arcade bar. We went home. We had the three D&D friends come over. We drank a lot. I played a couple games, and I ended up sleeping with another one of the bridesmaids, just chilling, which was nice. Which we've been friends with since like we've gone to conventions. So yeah, it was a good time overall. It just sucked the next day because the next day was the bridal shower, right? And I kid you not, all between both of those days of everything going on, I maybe got like 6 hours of sleep between 2 days. So I was running on fumes. And Necro luckily was at this bridal shower that I wanted to do, and I told Necro, I said, hey, you are gonna be the person who gets me through this because I just need to be I was running off of hugs. And so I kept every so often like going and giving a hug to Necro to like recharge my social meter because I was already kind of done from the Bachelorette. And then I had to go talk to all these people who either knew me or like were friends of the family in certain ways that I just don't remember them. So it was a time. It was a time. It was a good time. But my gosh, was I incredibly tired. Dude, all you need is eggs, a little duct tape, some plastic bag, and some paint, I guess. Damn. Too bad they cost an arm and a leg just for a carton now. I think our cartons by us aren't terrible still. Metro, hi. Hi, Bork. Welcome in. So, yeah. We finished off with that and then did the bridal shower, which I ended up getting like some really nice stuff, including this little puzzle that I thought would be more fun, but it is just a little stressful of a puzzle. I might honestly just scrap it and come back to it a different day where I'm not stressed out about not getting so much done with it. But you can only do what you can do, you know? These puzzles were quotations built for 14-year-olds, but I don't know what 14-year-old is solving this quicker than me. So that's fun. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I had that fun. The bridal shower was really nice. It was all like butterfly themed, like butterfly and hummingbirds, and then like flower oriented. And which was really funny because a lot of my family didn't know that that was going to be the theme. But a lot of them wore like cute little flower dresses, and it was really adorable. And everybody looked really cute, and I got some really nice stuff, including this and like a KitchenAid mixer and some like plants that I wanted to put around the house, and a ironing board, bunch of gift cards. Because honestly, me and Necro asked not for many gifts, like physical gifts, but more like gift cards and or like actual money, because we already have had our house for around 4 years now, and we don't need much stuff due to the fact that we've had our house for so long. So a lot of people understood that, and only either I got stuff from the registry that I put up, which wasn't much, or oh, she turns. Or like just chose to get us cash, which was really nice. So it worked out. Why does it turn? And I can no longer move these. So this is somehow something now? Move this more than that?
Oh! Let's go. Did you paint them? I actually got them done. So they're like a champagne color. And I liked them. And I was told by friends it's giving wedding. It's giving bridal. So I did this during the bachelorette. So yeah. Enjoy the nails. So a good bridal party, right? Yeah, bridal party was good. I found out a lot of the family members knew my sister more than they knew me, which is funny in its own regard. I had a like, how well do you know bless you! How well do you know Fauna game? And I think only the highest number I think people had was like 16 out of 24 questions. It was a harder quiz, but it was really it was wild. And then we did Necro as one of them too. And because Necro's family like was up and about and didn't want to play the games, because they got prizes. Like you got like Bed Bath and Body Works stuff. Necro's family just didn't feel like playing. So my family was trying their very best, but some of these questions were like really difficult to get. And they only got like my family only got like maybe 4 questions right for Necro. So I felt really bad, but they were trying, you know. I get it. It was just really funny because they kept, one of them was like my birthday, right? Like, when's my birthday? And my family straight up put my sister's birthday as my birthday. I was like, whoa. So it's funny. Oh, we need to do that on stream as well one time. Oh, I'm down. We could try. There was like a who do you think is one way more than the other? Do we want to? We could try it. I have it on my phone. For that one, it would be pretty easy. So it would be like, who's better between me and Necro? Who's like more of a grumpy person? No. Not the birthday, but I'm saying like the one that was just like him or her kind of questions. We could run it through it if you want to see. What? It was like a bunch of firsts. I do exclusively back nowadays. Great passive fat burner. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna leave the puzzle where it is. We've unlocked so many things, but I kid you not, I don't know where it's wanting me to go. I figure it's this, and somehow this unlocks this, but like, she just jiggles. She doesn't come out. Yeah, it's October 20th. We're gonna leave her. She's there. Okay. Ow. I also like the no fauna quiz. Yeah. Do we want to try? I'm gonna switch to not doing the cam, so I don't need to worry about exactly where I'm sitting.
And then we can do full screen and we can answer the questions on which one you think. I'm gonna try to keep it only the ones that I think wouldn't like totally give away some things. Like some of them were like, where did I go to high school? Dude, I love that. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn off the cam. We're gonna turn off this. Ha! It's gone forever. All right, we're switch to this. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna look at my phone and I'll tell you the questions. My little model's gonna freeze just because I have to look at my phone for these. Because I took pictures of these. All right. I would love that. Low-key be bad at it. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I think we're all gonna be bad at it. So let me send this picture to Necro so that I can actually see it on Discord. He won't care. Aww, Neko just changed his status on Discord to 1 month until married. What the heck? Why you gotta be so cute like that? Alright, now send this to Necro, and then we'll go over the ones that I know we can talk about, and then the ones we can't is just okay. Don't worry about it. Alright. That should be good. Now I can look at it through Discord. Alright. Are you ready for a random ass quiz game that I'm not sure how well any of us will do? It'll be fun. Alright. Moving the model back to normal stream sit. Have fun lurking? Yeah, go have fun lurking. Also, it's being our first semi-IRL stream, a big W. Aww! I'm happy you liked it. Necro is such a cutie. Necro, honestly, without Necro being in my life, I would be such like an incredibly stressed out lady. Necro keeps me so sane through so much. So a big W for Necro being in my life. I hope we can all find our person that can be a Necro to each of you and like pairs really well to you, because Necro and me, like people that are at the bridal shower who didn't really know us but was like more family friends, like saw us and was like, you guys are just so good together. And we're like, thank you. I think we both just found the people that matches us our personalities really well. I'm not crying, you are. I know. Necro is such a sweet guy. Yo, shout out my boy Necro for keeping it real. I know. What a sweetie. Honestly, I would be such a stress ball without him. Okay, so I sent these to Necro. Necro, you might have to remind me on some of the answers we chose. So if you would like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the him or her for sure. We could do all of these. Necro just might have to help me for some of the answers on which one we put for him or her, because some of them we were between on the answers. So the first question, all you have to do in this chat is you just write him or her, so me or Necro, on who is more of this thing. So first question, I believe, is one of the questions I was unsure on, but Necro was more sure on than me. So it's who initiated the first kiss? Was it me or Necro? Which is funny. Okay, I'll give you like a second to think about it, and then I know it's like you might be wrong, you might be right, but you can go ahead and put it down. And if you want to keep tally of your points, you can put it on a piece of paper, and then we can score you up. Okay, so we've got Biff and Abigail for him, Nelio and Argo for me. Oh, I know what you meant. You're good. If it's annoying to get like him or her, honestly, you could just put me or Necro. That works too. I think you're a go-getter like that. Wait, hearing Fauna flirt, I might think Fauna. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple seconds, but you have to be a final answer. Like, you know, you have to be sure on what you're going for. Again, this was a question both me and Necro were divided on what was the actual answer, and we went with one over the other, but I wasn't, like, I thought I was sure, and Necro thought he was sure, and then we switched what we thought was the answer. Okay, no, I think Necro. Okay, so I originally cited me.
Necro originally stated him. We both agreed it was a consensual moment where I believe we both just went for it, and it was like that moment, you know what I mean? But for the people who keeping score at home, we did decide that it was Necro who started. Yo, Serene! Welcome in, wonderful! We're doing a random quiz that we did at my bridal shower. That's like not too personal, so it's kind of fun. Yeah, so we put down Necro, but don't worry, there's a lot of other questions. Now, actually, Neil chose me, and Argo also chose me. So I believe it's just you, Biff, and Abigail so far, but there's a lot of other questions. It did feel rigged because I really think I did go for it first, but Necro was pretty sure, and there's some things he has a better memory than me on. So I'll let him have that one. It's fine. All right, so him or her, either Fauna or Necro. For who do we think said I love you first? Because it was both, right? Everyone, how about we say everybody does get a point? Because we both agreed it was both of us on that last one. So we could just say that was a wash question. All right, who do we think said I love you first? All right, I'm gonna eat a cookie while you type. Either Fauna, her, whatever. It's all good. But yes, Serene, how are you doing? Fauna Fontini? Oh, okay. So, this is a training question so everyone gets to know how the game works. That's true. That was a training question. Working so mid. Hey, work luckily has an end point, and then you'll get to enjoy the rest of your night. I'm having a chocolate chip cookie that I made Friday with my mom. So I'm having that currently. Necro warmed it up like a while ago. And I kid you not, I was so stuck on the puzzle that I completely forgot that he gave me a cookie. But now I'm eating it, so it's fine. I don't mind a room temp cook. So, it's a chocolate chip. Yeah, I did too. Tomorrow it starts again. So, okay, so we both had an unsure moment because, fun fact, me and Necro are very much the same when it comes to, we both talk to each other before we do certain things. And when we were both like flirting and in the courtship era, we both were hitting the point where we were like, oh, I really like you. And I feel like we're getting close to this other emotion, but we're not sure if it's too early to state it. So the person who fully went for it, I think, and the first person who actually stated it between me and Necro was Necro. Due to the fact that we both got out of different relationships and such, and I was coming off of a really bad one that I was with for a very long time. So Necro actually was the first one to state it. He spread his wings and flew. And it was good. It was good. But yeah, don't worry. There's a lot of other questions, and I feel like those are the first two ones that are a little more difficult. The other ones get a little easier the longer and the questions we get. Those were ones we were also like between, so we had a chat about that one. All right, so this one, I feel like maybe a given if you've heard me chat about it. I may have talked about it in stream before a couple times. This question is another him or her. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. All right, so this one is, who do you think is grumpier in the morning, me or Necro? Which I didn't realize this would be such a controversial question with my family, but they were like, it was such a moment with my family on this one. Okay, we got Argo. What's she going for? I think you four are playing, so I'm waiting for Argo's response. Argo, who do you think's grumpy in the morning? Necro or me? Ow. I clocked my freaking ear on my fucking lighting. Hold on. I need to move it away. It's like really close to my face. Okay. Should be fine. All right. So, as most of you have guessed, I am the grumpier person in the morning. Stop beating yourself up. I got bruised too before stream. I was setting up the lighting and getting that like IRL camera going, and I had to move my ring light cam to the left side of my desk, my L shape, so I had to go like far in the back of my desk. And I thought, what a great idea to climb on top of my rolly chair and then get behind my desk. So everything kind of went everywhere. I ended up slamming my thigh on my desk, and now it's gonna have a nice big bruise. But it's fine. But yeah, I am the more grumpier person. I think I talked about the event where Necro and me had camped outside in a like pretty much like a tsunami kind of weather. And Necro woke me up, and I am the most grumpiest person. If I do not naturally wake up or wake up from an alarm, I'm a very upset person. Fun, remember your OSHA safety tips. I didn't think I needed to worry about the OSHA safety tips here. But yeah, I am sadly the grumpier person between me and Necro when it comes to mornings. I need my tea, and if I do not have my tea, I am not myself. That's why we always have tea in my streams every time we start. All right, so next question. All right, next question, number 4. Who takes up most of the bed, me or Necro? I may have also talked about this at some point because I had like a night with this before, and I may have talked about it, but I'm not sure. This is like a feels vibe, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So who do you think takes up most of the bed, me or Necro? Yo, Fuji! Welcome in! We're answering running questions from my bridal shower. So if you want to be a part of it and just randomly keep score, you're totally down to. I'm changing our title. There we go. I feel like I would say Fauna, but I feel like there's a story about Necro, so I say Necro. You're going full Fauna strat? That's quite a choice. If Fuchi wants to join in, the question is, who do you think takes up most of the bed? Me or Necro? And if you want to join in, I'll give you a couple minutes, Fuchi. But I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to see you in like a month from now, where we can finally like IRL first meet. It'll be really fun to see you. Okay. Necro. Okay. One more. If Fuchi's joining or not. Serene, I appreciate you. Okay. I think I've given enough time. If Fuchi doesn't write one or the other, I'm just gonna go for it. So let's chill. Let's shoot it. So the person who takes up most of the bed is actually Necro. Fun fact, I think I've talked about it. I do not move when I sleep. I am like a dead person until I wake up. I do not rotate. I literally lay on my side and I stay in one spot. So Necro is actually the person who takes up most of the space. And I think I mentioned at one point, Necro hitting me in the night because he was rotating and has like laid on top of me one time. And so it would be Necro. So congratulations, Serene and Neil, on the point. But don't worry, there's 20 questions. So again, we've only gone through 4 of them. So there's still a chance for anyone to get it. I think this is just a fun little game. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
maybe whoever ends up winning, we can make him pick the next game I end up playing after Final Fantasy 15. We could do that. Dang it, I suck at this. Argo, it's all right. You'll get to know me better, and you'll hear the random ass stories, and maybe it'll get easier over time. You pay attention sometimes. You're cute. Okay. So next question: who do you think is the better driver, Necro or me? And honestly, I will state this was another one we didn't know because we're both pretty good drivers. So this was a me and Necro moment, looking at each other and figuring out, okay, full try hard mode? Hell yeah. This is a moment where me and Necro looked at each other and we both just decided which one we thought was the better one of us. This is fun. Are you guys having fun? I think this is a fun little game. We're kind of just going and playing. Necro, sorry, Fauna. No, don't worry about it. Honestly, between me and him, it's very difficult because we're both pretty good drivers. Like, even Necro's mother states that too. Sounds good, Bork. Thank you. All right, Argo, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? So we've got Biff's, Abigail's, and Bork's choice. Necro, okay. And now Neil, I'm having fun. You're getting to know us a little better too, which is kind of fun. I think then the next two from this one is just a given, but I'll have fun to give you a free one. Neil, are you going to participate in this one? I was trying to remember a driving story, but I'm going to go with Fauna. Okay. So, again, you're both mature and very good drivers because you're responsible. Exactly. We also care way too much about accidentally hurting anyone. Oh, okay. So, Neil, you are on the right track. Necro does drive the most between me and him. And we stated because he drives the most between me and him, he is the better driver. I don't know, though. Now I'm thinking about it, he probably wouldn't be. Because I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, he did take special driving classes for any type of elemental things that are about to happen. So we put down Necro. So Necro was the correct answer. Even though Necro is a sleepy boy sometimes in the car, overall, he drives very safely. And I don't think either of us are bad drivers in any sense. He just drives more, so we chose that one. Yeah, I think you're both good drivers. Thank you. But yeah, so that was a Necro was the answer. Put down your points, and I won't try to keep track of it, but if you wouldn't mind keeping track of your questions, then we can come back with the scores and we can talk about it. And then you can pick the next game. I think that's a good prize. And then the one after this is just very hard mode, so I'm not gonna make you guys have to really answer it, but we can go over a couple of those questions because that one's like actually fill in your own blank. 2 so far, a whopping 0. Hold on. When he says a line like that, it sounds like Fauna might be more safe. Yeah, there was an accident, a moment where Necro did fall asleep behind the wheel almost to his parents' house, and he crashed into a mailbox. But overall, I haven't seen him have any problems with that. And I can state that I also have had a time where I crashed getting off of a freeway due to like hydroplating and spinning around a lot. So honestly, we could state we both had pretty bad crashes that were more our fault than not. So yeah. Anyway, finishing up my cooking. The next question, I'll eat this, is who spends the most money, Necro or me? At least he doesn't do it anymore. No, he only ever did it once. If you haven't crashed or almost crashed, do you even drive? Exactly. This is an easy one. But I don't know if we've talked about it, Necro. They might not know. Is that a sign for me for the future? No, it isn't. I've had some people tell me they haven't had accidents and they've been driving for like 30 years. So It's just very situational.
Necro. Okay. What is the rest feeling? You may never crash or almost crash. Exactly. I see how it is. Wait. I feel that, like, on one hand, I imagine you kind of frugal fauna, but on the other hand, you do cosplay. This was a very definite answer between me and Necro. And again, we were turned around. Do you want to change, Abigail? Okay. If you want to change, you can. I'll give you a time. Yeah, this is a different answer. Me and Necro, again, didn't need to look at each other for this answer. We're turned around most of the time. And, like, we literally both knew. Okay. You want to change it to me? Okay. So I think, what was it? Neil's the only, okay. I think Necro spoils Fauna when he can. Okay, hold on. So let me scooch up. So the correct answer that me and Necro both immediately knew the answer to was it's actually Necro. Necro spends the most money between us. I am incredibly frugal. And also, I do cosplay, but I use a lot of the same cosplays over the years and or change up some stuff. But overall, I make my own stuff as well, so I don't actually spend that much on cosplay. My sister is more insane with that. And Necro used to have, in college, yes, even with cosplay, Necro used to have Bad Decision Tuesdays in college where he would spend an exorbitant amount of money every Tuesday on Magic the Gathering. He would buy like a very expensive box with him, his friend and him every Tuesday. So yeah. You should have trusted your guts. Yeah, gut. Yeah. So overall, Necro does spend more. I think overall, like, if I ever spend for cosplays, I may be spending like 100 at most for like a new cosplay a year or something. That's not even that bad. So yeah, and Necro buys tech stuff all the time and all of that. So overall, it is Necro. Bad Decision Tuesday sounds like a good decision. So yeah. Anyway, I'm shocked that I'm doing so well. Neil, I do gotta state you have a little bit of an advantage because we IRL chat so much. All right, there is an ad coming. Any of you guys who are playing have their ads for this channel? I think you're all good. So I think we can continue. I know Serene has turbo too, so Serene's good. I had a feeling you're frugal. I deceived everyone, including myself, with the uninformed cosplay thing. Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. So this one should be a no-brainer. Oh, thank you for gifting Neil a sub. You're wonderful. And now Neil won't be in Adland, which starts in 4 minutes. So anyone who ends up in ads, I'll try my very best to not to do it. But I think everybody who's playing is not in ads. We do hang on Discord. This is true. But I feel like we've also known each other for like 8 months or something. True. Kind of feel like Neil was at the bachelor party, was at the bachelorette and kind of knows the answers. Okay, so fun fact, Neil sadly could not make it. He did move very recently, so he didn't even end up going to the bachelor party, but we understood. Anyway, next question should be an easy one. It would be funny to see you answer it. So, who do you think is the social butterfly? Necro or me? And this was an immediate answer for us. True, it was a sad miss. It was a sad miss. That's all right. A social butterfly is somebody who is more social than the other, who also will just kind of like chat up and have no problems with conversating. It's the difference. It's the opposite of a wallflower. Yeah. Yeah. So it's somebody who like kind of doesn't mind to be having the most conversations, and usually will be the person who approach others. Given the story earlier, you? Yeah. So a very easy answer. It is 100% me. Mr. Necro. It was so funny. Some of my family just thought Necro was, which is wild. Necro is definitely more of the introvert between me and him. I am here for it. Yeah. I know y'all best, but I can't answer any questions because I don't backseat. Grizzly, you're so funny. Thank you for coming in. If you want to just like put it on paper, that works too. But yeah, I am definitely more the social butterfly. I am the cosplayer who goes up and approaches people in cosplay and tells them they have really nice outfits. I am fully okay with talking to random people and just chat it up. And Necro is definitely more the I won't chat as much until I get to know you over time. So yeah, definitely me. Okay, so if you know, you know. I think I might have had conversations about this as well in the past. Who do you think is the better cook? Me or Necro? And this was another instant know the answer. Didn't even really, like, we knew for sure. Know y'all best? That's so cute, Grizzly. Yeah, so who do you think is the better cook? Necro or me? Bless you. Bless you. Oh, okay, okay. I have a feeling it's Fauna. Are we counting baking or cooking? We're counting cook specifically. A better cook. Does it say cooking? I would count it. I would count baking and cooking in the same category as a better cook. Thank you for adding all the sneezes. Thank you, Argo. Bless you. So we so far have Block. We have Abigail. Or not Abigail yet. Okay. You guys answered. Okay, then Fauna. Okay, okay. You say that while we have somebody who does speak German in here. I agree with Biffy and Neil. Okay. Wait, did baking count too? Yes, baking did count. Did you want to switch it? We're saying who is a better cook, which includes baking and cooking. Who's a better cook? And honestly, I'll discuss it after. Okay, then Fonatini. Okay, okay. So who is a better cook between, if only cooking, I would say Necro, but baking as well, then Fauna. All right, so no matter, okay, so our answers are locked. No more fun facts. If it was baking and or cooking, the answer would be me, hands down. Necro did not know how to cook at all until he got together with me. And even then, I've been actually teaching him cooking over time. I do not like cooking, but I can cook. And I do cook with my mom. So I am the better cook and baker. I love baking, but I do know how to cook to save us and not get takeout all the time. So there's some times where you'll hear me or Necro talk that we need food or something, and I'll usually be the person who goes and cooks for both of us. Even if I don't like doing it, it's still, I at least know how to take care of us in that sense. But yeah, so it is me. That is the answer. Thank you. Okay, number 9. Who is the more stubborn person? Me or Necro? I'll teach your boy to whip up some good dishes. Sounds great. Please do. My mom ended up for the bridal shower, which is also just really fucking funny. My mom gave Necro a gift for the bridal shower, which was a gift of a Betty Crocker cookbook. Due to the fact that he said he wanted to get better at cooking. We have a ghost moment we will have a ghost moment in the kitchen. I know, it'll be cute. You, fauna, clean sweep, classic. Yep. This was another easy answer for us. It is me. I am more stubborn between Necro and I. I know myself enough to know that I'm stubborn, and we both knew it was me, so we both had that one on lock. I appreciate you all knowing that I'm more stubborn. Hey, you have to be some sort of stubborn to get through a puzzle, try to get through a puzzle box, also play all the Final Fantasy games, and get through like games like Stellar Blade where a boss is just gonna kick your ass multiple times, okay? Anyway, next question. Number 10. Who do you think takes longer showers? Necro or me? I feel like this is also an easy question, but maybe not. We had some family members say the wrong one. Actually, fun fact, the stereotype of the village I'm from is being stubborn. Fair, because I'm attempting to do Path of Pain hitless. Exactly. Being stubborn is not a bad thing for sure. I say as a stubborn person. Exactly. Sometimes stubbornness is also what leads to determination. I just know that there's a time where I hit stubborn and I know that I hit it, and then I'm like, okay, I need to reevaluate and I'll be okay. And then I get better. Too, some people putting Necro, Fauna. I think it's Fauna, okay. Preach, brother. Exactly. All right, we have Biff, we have Argo. We're missing Abigail. Oh, you did put it. You put me. Okay. All right, I think that's everybody who's participating. So the answer is hands down me. Necro takes like a 10-minute shower, uses like those Head and Shoulders that has a combined shampoo and conditioner, and my gosh, do I have long hair. So it takes me a lot longer to get through a shower due to the fact that I do have a lot to work with. Compared to Necro that just slaps Head and Shoulders, shampoo, conditioner, and gets the heck out of the shower as quickly as possible. I knew because long hair. Yeah, exactly. So yes, tally up your points. If you put Necro, you are sadly mistaken. But me is the answer. I thought my boy just like being in there for the heat, you know? It's so true. But your boy also just he does like showers for heat, but it's more the bathroom instead of the shower that he just will chill in sometimes, especially on his phone. Have longer hair than men, fun fact, so I guess Fauna. I thought it was it's a pretty easy question, but you know, some people could go other way. Anyway, next question. I feel like this one, because we've had enough questions, water, hair, and shampoo dripping down cleans the rest of the body. Another one that I feel like was easy, and you guys might do better than my family, because most of them did not get this one right. Number 11. Who falls asleep first watching TV? Me or Necro? This is tough, you think? Necro? Okay. Abigail, where you at, hun? I know you want to answer. There. Clean sweep. Biff, you need to put one in. Oh, you did? Okay. The people have spoken, I guess. Yep. Necro. It is Necro. Necro falls asleep watching TV. We don't really watch TV at all, but I'm also doing something else right now. Do not worry, Abigail. If you don't want to, I won't pressure you. But Necro sleeps, as we stated, he could sleep in a car. He could sleep on a plane. He could sleep while watching TV. I, on the other hand, have incredibly bad, like, insomnia. I can't sleep with pretty much any sound around me. So it is 100% Necro. By the will of the people, We declare Neko to be the eepiest of boys. He is the eepiest of boys. I love that that's an announcement. I can't pin that though. That's sad. Wait. No, I can't pin it. Oh, okay, whatever. Necro is how it's pronounced, to be fair. It is true. I knew that one because of our Lord of the Rings convos. Yes. So fun fact, Neil knows that Necro can't stay through and watch the whole Lord of the Rings series because boy falls asleep in like 2 movies at most. At the quickest, or at the longest, honestly, because he sleeps so easily in things. Anyway, number 12, who do you think is the early bird? Me or Necro? I feel like this one is very similar to another question earlier, but we'll see how well you guys paid attention. I just knew that, yeah, it's the only issue with my boy. I know, we all can't be perfect though, Neil. He's gotta have one issue. I'm the same as Necro with that one. I can literally fall asleep. Give me like 30 seconds. That's crazy. Oh. Fauna, because you don't sleep well? Does that mean I'm an early bird for it? Exactly. You guys are cute. Well, either Necro because he usually sleeps early than you because you don't sleep. I would state, I will give you the clarification. This is if I fall asleep. So we have slept and woken up. Between me and Necro, you're making me second guess. I'm trying to help. Between me and Necro, it is the waking up after. Who is the early bird? Who can wake up early? That's kind of the thing that we went with. Okay, then easily Necro. We'll see. All right. Argo, pick Necro. Okay, then Necro. Yes. Okay, you all answered. The answer is Necro. I think we chose either one. Yeah. With the flow. Sounds good. It was Necro. He is someone who wakes up for work every day. And again, unless I have an alarm set, I'm not a morning gal. And we actually did differ on this question. I think I'm pretty early as well due to the fact that I don't sleep. And I can kind of sleep on minimal sleep. I did not bait you on that one. I did not. I was trying to help. Because I understand like there's a little confusion with early bird doesn't mean you fall asleep, or do you not? I can move on minimal sleep though, and Necro cannot. He has to have his 8 hours, or close to it. But like we chose that it was as we fell asleep and woke up. He's definitely more the wake up. I mean, I can function on minimal sleep. Sweet. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I wake up at 12. Yeah, dude. I'm so bad with waking up early. All right, number 13. Who has the sweet tooth? Me or Necro? You may put in your answers now. I too can sleep on minimal sleep. I can function on minimal sleep. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to clink ya. I can function perfectly well. 8. That's like 3 hours too much. Probably explains the bag under my eyes, right? Fauna literally called out of weekend plans before because they required me to get up at 10 a.m. Dude. Yeah, that's me. I had it before, and one of my jobs, I had to wake up at like, I think it was 6:30. And my body was like crumbling because I had such bad insomnia at the time that it was very difficult for me to actually fall asleep. You think Necro? Okay. Who has the sweet tooth between us? You think Necro? Okay. So we have Fauna, Necro, and then Neil hasn't responded yet. So yeah, Necro, Neil, who do you think has the sweet tooth? Me or Necro? I think both like sweets, but who is more? I know. It is hard. This one, I think we both chose the same answer for this one, but we had to explain to the family because they didn't quite understand it either. Fauna? Okay, all answers are in. If you answer, you answer. Has to be Fauna, as Necro doesn't like ice cream. Oh, there's some insider things you're remembering. Fauna for sure. Good call, Viv. Yes, it is 100% me. Biff loves me. I know, Biff listens. What the heck? What the heck? How sweet. I have a sweet tooth. As you just saw, I had a chocolate chip cookie. Necro has so many things he does not like from the sweets. He don't like chocolate. He's allergic to peanut butter. He doesn't like ice cream. So, oh man, I thought that was a little old debateroo. No, it's really true. Even though I make sweets, I make for Necro, like I make sweets that he can have. But when you go out to a restaurant, I am the person who will think about getting a chocolate cake. Necro won't. So yeah. There you go. That is the answer for that one. Please record it and make sure you keep track of your score. All right. Number 14. I feel like this one, I'm 500% with Necro and peanut butter not liking. Yeah. The difference was he didn't know he didn't like it. He just smelled peanut butter and thought it was weird. I'm going to need some more stuff. Okay. Sounds good. Enjoy, Borg. Thank you for coming in and hanging out and do a little bit of the questions with us. All right. Number 14. This one's a pretty easy one. If you've been here and we've chatted, there's a lot of stories you can reminisce on. Who loses their keys the most? Necro or me? I mean, dessert is part of every meal. Really, Biff. That's how I feel. I'm not weird for that. You are not weird for that. You are valid. Now, does my stomach and body hate me after having that? Yeah, exactly. Does my body hate me after having that many sweets over time? A little bit. But do I deserve it? Sure. So yeah. Who loses their keys more between Necro and me? Shoot, I remember these stories, but I can't remember. I know these stories, but I can't remember. Ooh. Oh, is Neil gonna get one wrong? Sorry, I meant the smell of peanut butter be terrible. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Necro is 100% the guy who didn't know peanut butter, why he hated the smell of peanut butter, and it was a lot to do with the fact that he has an allergy with it. Yeah. You're in suspect of fauna. Interesting. Okay. Fauna is your choice. Damn. Okay. I see you guys coming for me with the fauna. I think if Abigail wants to, I'll give Abigail like a couple more minutes. But I don't want to pressure Abigail if Abigail's too busy. Because Abigail's also in school. Necro? Okay. I think we've got the participants. And they have answered. Fauna? Koala! Welcome in. Wonderful. Good to see you. Whoops, sorry. No, you're good. Also, part of that cake, what's going out as well. Mm-hmm. I'm still here. Don't worry. Okay. I'll wait. I'll just make sure I wait then for a little bit longer for you. All right. So the answer. Fauna gonna shame you for this one. Answers are locked. It is 100% Necro. He loses his keys. He loses our scissors in our house. He lost 4 pairs. At some point, it was a conversation we had. I am the more organized individual. I have stuff in specific spaces, and if they are not in those spaces, I lose my mind. So the answer is Necro. I knew about her complaining about that. Yeah! Let's go. I think, Abigail, you're the only one who guessed me, which is crazy. I knew the scissors thing too. Nail. You should have known that. Damn. He got air tags on his keys, Arkle, and he loses the air tags that are on his keys. I remember the scissors story. It's all right. It's a lot to remember the conversations we have. You don't lose them after the air tags? Yeah. Yep. Damn, my selective remembering. Don't worry. It's kind of fun. We're also reminiscing. I do need air tags for my air tags. But I was thinking of the ring also. Guala, only reason I've lost my ring is due to the fact that I'm not used to having a ring on me. I'm used to having keys. All of my keys stay in my purse. And my purse is a big object that I know where it's at all times usually. So yeah, it's definitely Necro with losing his keys. There's definitely times where I have to scour the house because man lost his keys and he needs to go somewhere. Wait, this is rigged. I don't have a purse. Yo, Necro, I can get you a purse. We can go out and get one.
If that's what you want, we can make a bad decision Monday choice. If you want a purse and that makes you feel special, we can go get one.
Okay. Agreed. Purses are cheat codes. They are, and they're just big objects, so it's easy for me to find them. All right. Next question, which I also think was easy. A satchel? Yeah, we get him a man satchel. Now, you'll know there's a Tuesdays. That's true, Neil. I should wait till tomorrow to do that. Thank you for lurking, Tommy. I hope you enjoy. All right, so the next question, which is number 15. Who is more organized, Necro or me? I feel like this is an easy question. Me and Necro immediately knew, but I understand that we may have not talked about it too much. I leave my keys in my car, but it's in the garage, so it's somewhat safe. That's true. Well, after what I just said, it's you. I mean, maybe we're helping. Well, you kind of just answered that. I mean, organization is different from losing shit. I don't know. Okay. I think that's it. No, Argo. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Unless Serene wants to answer. Serene, who do you think is more organized? If not, that's okay. It's so funny when we answered these questions, though, at my bridal shower. Yeah, there you go. You literally said you're more organized. Roll back the film. Hey, Neil, this is a game. This is a game where you gotta listen, you know? Maybe somebody was distracted. Maybe somebody didn't hear that I was more organized. I also forgot what the question was after this. But I know I'm not in the lead. Aw. I honestly think it's either Neil, Biff, or Abigail are in the lead. But I'm not trying to keep track of your scores either, so we'll believe it when we believe it, you know what I mean? Okay, so oh, sorry, you're good. So the answer, of course, is me. I am more organized. I did help do a lot of the planning for the wedding, and Necro kind of let me take ahead of it. I also really like things in places, and specifically my desk is like very, very organized, and Necro's is like the opposite. But yeah, that's pretty much the answer. You all knew it. You all were listening. I appreciate you listening. Even if you don't know me from a long time, even if you knew me from 10 minutes ago, we could have answered that question. You know what I mean? I have 11 parts now, so I don't know about you guys. Pretty sure Neil has more than me. It might be. It's like Neil and Abigail, I think, for the top. Biff is pretty close, though, but I think Abigail was the only one who got that last question about me, and I think everybody chose me for the losing keys, and I think Abigail was the only one who chose not me, but not sure. All right, number 16. Who do we think is the bigger baby when sick? Necro or me? I missed 2 if my numbers are correct. So we're at number 16, so you have 14 then, correct? Necro, Fauna. I know, this is a harder question. Who do you think's the big ol' baby? Nah, I know a man flu hits harder than anything else. Man flu is a real thing? It's so wild of a statement, Necro, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And Necro. Okay. I don't know. Serena, you want in Necro or is already answered? Okay, we're good. It's a real thing? I did not know it was a real thing. We suffer? So, the answer is majority already knew. Necro is a man gets so sick when they sick. Men get so sick when they sick. It's true. Because Fauna tries to stream and Necro uses points to stop that. That is true. If you knew that lore, that was a big hint. Also, I'm so sorry for the misspelling. Do not worry about it. Anyway, so the answer is Necro. Necro is a little bit bigger of a baby when sick. I am somebody who will just kind of push through it and maybe push myself too far and make it worse. But Necro is 100% between me and him. He needs more help with stuff, and I will just kind of stream anyway. I remember you told me that. Yeah. Necro literally was like, Fauna, you have a fever of like 104 and you can barely form sentences and you didn't sleep the night before and you're like sniffling, you're sneezing and shit. And he had to cancel my stream. He like had to ask friends around to get my stream canceled because I actually found out later that day I had COVID and did not know I did. So, alas. All right. Next question, which is a little harder for us. I think we answered the same for this one, but we both had like a moment where we looked at each other because we were like, I don't know which one you put. So it's who eats the most junk food, me or him? Necro. Okay. This is a tough one. It was a tough one for us too. We were like, are we gonna agree on this? Because it's a little different when we both chill in the same house. And most of the time we're shopping, it's for both of us. Fauna, because I remember Fauna likes sweets as much as me. Okay. We're still waiting on Biff. Bum 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 bum. What? You don't like my fidget? Is it annoying you? Why? Is it annoying you? Okay, I'll stop. I had one of the puzzle pieces in my hands and I was just shifting it back and forth like you saw on stream, and Necro was getting a little peeved by the sound. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop playing with something in my hand. Sorry, I thought I did, son. You're good, Don't worry about it. Alright, so the answer, as Serene stated, it is me. I am more of the junk foodie. Necro doesn't drink any type of other drinks, usually other than water. I drink a lot of tea with some sugar in it. I have the sweets at the restaurants. And what was it? I also will go for like a Sprite every so often or a Baja Blast. So I am considered more of the junk foodie between us. But overall, we're pretty healthy on the foods we eat. Like we're not like incredibly bad. We don't eat chips really at all or anything like that. So it was a hard one for us both because we both had to look at each other and be like, did you pick me? But yeah, it would be me on that answer. Neil is correct. And I believe Guala put me. Sorry for the ad. There's one comment up. Oh no. Just Neil. And Serene. Gotta stay Baja blasting, you know? I know, right? So it was me. I'm so sorry for everybody who picked Necro. Necro's like very healthy of a boy. He also... The only bad thing about him that I don't quite do is cheese. Like, he'll eat more cheese than I will, but that's it. Okay, next one. Who mentioned marriage first? Me or Necro? And you can maybe think about the earlier questions we had with the first kiss and I love yous on who mentioned marriage first. I will state this one was also another one we had to both talk about after we raised the shoes, because we both, like, it's a shoe game. You're supposed to raise the shoe of the other person while you're turned around so you can't see them. But we both, I would state and give context, we had to choose between each other because we both mentioned it at around like the same time as each other. We're very good with our timelines and like when we started that. Necro. Okay. Abigail hasn't picked? Oh, Abigail did. Okay. What are we thinking, Argo? We're thinking Necro? Yeah. You all are correct. You all are in this together, and it was Necro who mentioned marriage first. Honestly, we were very close and opened about mentioning it together around the same time as each other, because I gave him the mark of
all of my past relationships ended around like 2 years. And so around like the 3-year mark, like Necro's like, hey, I made it past the trial run. I think we could last forever. And then that's when we were like, let's mention it, let's hang out, let's figure it out. And at that time we were thinking about moving in together and having a house. So we were like, you know what? Let's just tie everything else up. So yeah, your boy is not afraid of commitment. You know, not gonna lie. What? You guys are kind of cute. What the heck? No, we aren't. Okay, maybe I'll accept that. We are kind of cute, especially together. He's a cutie, and I'm happy to have him in my life. All right, number 19. This is a gimme if you know it. It's a gimme if you know it. Who sings without music more, me or Necro? Hey, so the early access is over, so we can purchase the real game. I know, literally was how it was. You guys are cute as fuck. Aw, he's a cutie with a booty. He is. And it's so funny too because Fauna probably followed you, Fauna. Yeah. Okay. We got Argo needing an answer, and then I think that's everybody who's still chilling here. Alright, Fauna. Okay. So, answer is no surprise. It is me. While playing a lot of games, will just randomly start singing, and I will start singing anything and everything, and Necro is not that, but he loves my little jingles that will come out of me randomly during the day. I think you sing as randomly as Sylvie. I do. I have had moments where Necro was doing something, and I started coming up with a jingle. There was a point very recently, he had to pick up a phone call for work, and I made a whole jingle about him answering the phone and being like, I gotta answer the phone. I gotta answer the phone. And I've had it before where Necro was using the restroom, and I walked past and I just said, everybody shits. So yeah, easy answer. Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. How are you? Wonderful. So yeah, I definitely sing without music more. I make random inspo musics for my day-to-day life. How are you doing? And then the last question for at least this one, and then otherwise we'll do a selective one, is who do you think? I love that. It's fun. I know, Jenny's here. What a sweetie. Last question. Who is the better dancer? Me or Necro? Who do you think's the better dancer? I got real down with the sickness over the weekend. That's so sad. I'm so sorry, Jenny. Everybody shits. Yep, exactly. We know everybody shits. It's 4 a.m. Necro. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, Jenny. Or at least you get a little bit of time off from work to recover. Fauna pats Jenny head. Aww. Fauna, methinks. Oh, this one's rough. I think Necro throws it back. Necro. But I'm sure Fauna does it too. Okay. What are you going with, Mr. Neil? This is a, you have to give me an answer. Did you pick one? No, you didn't. You gotta think. Who do you think throws it back better? Necro? Okay. So the unpopular answer, it is actually, I think my boy gets down. It actually is me. I actually did take professional dancing classes at some point, and I know how to ballroom dance pretty well as as like do salsa, merengue, tango, stuff like that. I actually do know how to professionally dance. Necro, on the other hand, does know how to throw it back like, you know, throw it back like a white boy, but he is not as good of a dancer as me doing that. You got those moves in you, dang it. I know. Damn, so Necro's a good street dancer, but Fauna's well trained. Exactly. And that's where we took it. It was an easy answer for us. And we knew it was definitely me as the better dancer because I have taken classes and wanted to teach him. I just wanted to imagine that Necro's a better dancer. I mean, I get it. I think it would be so sick just to see him walking around like a little sweetheart
And then bro is like breaking it down like nobody's fucking business. That would be wild. So, what was our scores? We have 15 for Biff. Neil, what were you at? Because I feel like you got a lot of them right. They wanted you to throw it back. No, they said that you were the better dancer compared to me. That's crazy. 14? Okay, okay. I love dancing, so I figured my boy was just good like that, you know? I get it. I think it would be hilarious that if Necro got it. I think you got one. Abigail, you got more than one. You got way more. Oh, 11. 1? 11. I don't know. I think you mean 11. Okay. I've been lurking and sleeping since the start of the stream. Internet's been spotty. Oh, Jenny, that one made a difference, you know? 15. Okay. So that means Neil is our top winner for this little do you know us better than the other. Your 5 button isn't working? No. It's okay. It's okay. I can understand what you're meaning. But so that means Neil, if you'd like, you could pick out my next game. Whatever one you want to be my next game to play. We could do that. And then we could go over a little more questions on the other page if we want, which is just going to be like some questions I'll spot which ones are like not the more like very personal ones, because there's like literally ones like where did I go to high school? I'm not going to say that one. But yeah. Crapped my keyboard earlier. I hope I didn't screw it up. Oh, you clean your keyboard and it's okay. Maybe something was stuck under it. You got an amount? Serene, you got the best amount. And I honestly appreciate you. Oh, next game? Yeah, that's what the stakes were. We decided like midway through. Jenny came late, so it doesn't count. It's true. Jenny came late, but when Jenny came in, Jenny was like a 50-50 on the percentage. You know what I mean? So Neil, what are you gonna choose, and why is it Nier Automata? Do you have a list to choose from, or like kind of free choice? It's kind of free choice. I could tell you some of them that I was thinking. I could side message you some, or do you want to do it now? It's up to you. We could chat about it, and then we could figure out which ones you want to do. But I have like 4 to 5 games we were like close to getting to or doing next. And we could see which ones you want to do. I don't care whichever way. I just know if you want to make some time to think about it, come back to me. Either works. But anyway, the other random one that we can do, which I was answering in my sleep. Jenny, you knew me like I was the back of your hand in sleep. Neil's gonna pick the spookiest of spooky games? Nah, Neil wouldn't. I just don't want you to have it, like, to buy a new game is all I'm saying. You could actually look at my library, Neil, in your friends. You could just look at my library through your friends and just see what games I have. And if any of them you want me to play, I can. Any of those are fine and fair pick. And if it's a new game and you think it would be a ton of fun and it's not too much, I don't mind spending it. Yeah, I was about to do. Okay. Go ahead and do that and come back to me. All right. So the other quiz game was who knows the bride the best, which was a lot more personal questions. We probably won't go over those ones. Yes, Jenny, you participated and you were here, and I appreciate you for being here. But these ones were like, how well do you know me? But a lot of them were personal. So we're gonna skip around a couple of these, and just kind of like go through some of them I think may be possible to answer. It will be interesting. Or it's just a good conversation to have about like cool stuff that maybe we don't know the answer to. All right, so number 3 was when did me and Necro get engaged? I will take how many years back we got engaged. I will take the season and the year we got engaged, stuff like that. That was kind of what we ended up going with. And I could tell you, I don't think you could make he play Sekiro. But I think no one got this question right that was actually there, which is a wild ride to think nobody got it. I'll give you like a couple minutes to try, or like a minute or two to see if you can figure it out. If not, I'm just gonna go over them. Honestly, they are kind of fun. Last year, you think? Okay, so we've got 1 year ago. I think that's not a bad guess. Jenny, you were going. I guess 2023 November. Ooh, okay. 2 years ago, right? I feel like I've heard you say that. Oh, okay. I see you guys. I appreciate that you guys have a general idea. All right. I'm interested. Does Neil know? Does Neil know how many years ago we may have, or a year we've gotten? Biff, so specific. It's so funny that he's so specific. I love it though. That means it's like, it makes you feel like so cared for and listened to. You have no clues? That's good. That's okay. Don't worry about it. So did a lot of my family. And we made a post. And my family had a better chance. We made a post on like Facebook, like right after. And we even had like the date and everything in the post. So it's like they could have maybe figured it out if they knew, but they didn't. Biff and Abigail, if we were doing points, just spitballing, I hope I'm close at least. You are very close. Both you and Abigail would be, I would have taken both. November is very close to when we did get engaged. We got engaged at the end of October. We went on a cruise right around Halloween on Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, Halloween Eve. So you were incredibly close, and I would have taken both the 2 years ago and November as your answers. At least I got the years ago right. You were really good. And I'm gonna tell you, Abigail, my family didn't even get the years ago. And they kept associating me and my questions to my sister, which was really weird. Because, like, my birthday came up in one of these, like, when's my birthday? And they put my sister's birthday. I'm like, guys, my sister's not the bride here. What the heck? Wait, the fucking cruise? Yeah, we went on a cruise right after we got engaged. You did know that? You did! He popped the question right before the cruise, and then we went on a cruise, which was really fun. You did know that, Neil. You maybe could have said 2 years, but it's okay. Hi, Logic! It's good to see you're hanging around. I hope you're having a good time. You sleep through half my streams. Jenny, I completely understand. Yes, the old people that bothered me right after we got engaged. It was crazy. I'm doing good. How are you? Did you peak more recently? And if so, how did you do? Because I know you were peaking the other day with Belly at some point. All right, another question that we could definitely answer is, I'm gonna take a general answer on this. This year was horrible. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you at least have fun, even if you didn't make it? You're gonna go back to bed, gotta recover and everything. Jenny, I hope you feel better. Thank you for coming in, and even if you're just sleeping, you're so wonderful. Enjoy your tree, which will always be in my Stardew Valley as Jenny's tree. But the day I did it solo in under an hour, whoa, let's go! Peeking with Belly is always so fun. Aww. Have a good sleep, Jenny. Hope you feel better soon. Yes, for sure. Enjoy your lurk. All right. So, I'm gonna allow a general answer. I think I talked about this maybe once or twice in the stream, but it's been a while, so it's okay if we don't know the answer. I don't think anyone got this, or one of Necro and me answered these questions for each other. Like, I answered where for the groom's answers, and he answered for me, and both of us only got 3 questions wrong because they were just harder questions that nobody would know. But he at least got this right. It is, what was my first job? I think I've talked about this a couple of times, very vaguely. So I would be okay with the vagueness because, again, I did state the type of work, but it was one time ago, a very long time ago. You said it, but I forgot. It's all right. Don't worry. What was it? I will wait and see if anyone else has any other answers, Abigail, or I will completely answer, though. The kids' party place? Oh! I will state that you guys can work together, so I'll let that go. Koala, you are close. Do you remember what the party place that I was doing in the party place? The plant thing, but I guess, or maybe a waiter somewhere. Oh my God, was it like some customer service? Oh, yeah, there we go. It was the bouncy house place thing. I feel like you were complaining about customers. I worked at a lot of places, but my first job was working at a bouncy house place with kids, and that's whenever I state I have a really good filter for language when I stream. It's because I worked there for 2 years. I used to work at a fast food place, or not fast food, but like a restaurant at some point too. And then I worked at that place for 6 years, and then I worked at a plant nursery for around 3. So you guys are correct on all of these fronts. But my first job, oh right, that was it, the filter, yeah. So the first place, Goala and Neil coming in clutch with the fact that I worked at Kid's Bouncy House. When your first proposal happened for that kid, right? Yeah, you're right. I had little kids proposing to me because I was a little astronaut in a bouncy house place. And they loved me, and they thought I was there forever. And I made them go on a whole quest to talk to every single person that worked there and ask permission if it's okay to marry me, including their parents. And everybody stated yes, it's fine. So then I ended up having to get married to a kid at some point at that time. No rings, nothing else like that, no officiant. So it wasn't a real marriage, but the kid really thought he was marrying me. Okay. Next one that I think would be okay to answer. What's my favorite meal? And I will take a dish specifically. What's my favorite kind of like dish to eat? I didn't realize that needed a clarification during the time because some people told me my answer wasn't a meal, but I stated it is because I could eat it just for itself, by itself. Oh God. It's okay. Don't worry. We could work together. It was like some pasta, right? That is incorrect. It's no pasta, or am I tweaking? No, I think you're tweaking there. Not spaghetti. It is not scrambled eggs with bacon. You know that's my favorite breakfast, but that's not my favorite dish between everything. Look, I know this is driving me crazy. It's okay. You'll get resolved. We'll get resolved. You guys are cute. I'll leave it there then. Okay. My favorite meal or something that I could eat by itself and eat it. I've stated it was a meal that I could have anytime and I could live off of this dish. Easy cake. Nah. It's actually chicken noodle soup. It is my cereal. You guys are cute. No. But yeah, it's chicken noodle soup. It is my one dish. If I had only one thing I could eat forever, it would be a chicken noodle soup. It has everything I could need, and I really love chicken noodle soup. I used to judge restaurants by how good their chicken noodle soup was. Right, the chicken noodle soup. Yeah, you knew, Abigail. It was at the tip of your tongue. What else could we answer in this? I'm right there with you. Yeah, you guys were there. What was it? Another one that you can answer is, where did we go for our first date? Now, I don't know if I've ever talked to anyone about our first date. So if you want to just throw random locations, I could tell you. It's a normal generic locations. I'm not asking for an actual full name, but you could try to see if you could figure it out. I was right there with you. I remember the story when you judged restaurants for their chicken noodle. Yes, you were so close. You were on the track. My cousin used to see that restaurants, but instead judge for their fries. Nice. Applebee's, no. Movies, no. But you're like, that's what I mean by general. You instead of just saying Applebee's, I mean like you could say a restaurant or something like that. So, first date place. So originally, I'll give you a sidetrack conversation while you guys put more places if you want. Otherwise, I'll just tell you in a minute or two. Originally, me and Necro, our first date, like honestly, that would be kind of where Neil's going with. Would be at Necro's parents, but it states where we went to for our first date. So this is like the first time we actually went out together.
Because originally we went and stayed at Necro's parents' house and had watched the movie Coco together, and that was like our first date. But because it stayed somewhere else, this was the next one. Bowling alley, no. Amusement park or something like that. I want to say it was something like amusement park. Sadly, not amusement park, but you guys are kind of there. I love bowling. I love bowling too. I think I would decimate me and Necro's relationship by going bowling with him though. I'm so bad at bowling. Our first date was at a aquarium. It was a really cute date in Arcade Place. That's very close. You were thinking it. It was actually an aquarium. We went and I still have pictures of our first date. It's really cute together. But yeah, our first date was in an aquarium. And like that was outside of Necro's place. Oh, good old aquarium. Yeah, you love a good old aquarium. See those fishies go. And then he got to see how quirky I was, and he was like, okay, I guess I'm with her. Oh, okay. We could see if you guys can remember this. Honestly, underrated dating place. It was so good. It's a great place. If you ever need to take someone somewhere, but you want to still get to know them and not get distracted by everything. I think an aquarium, it was something less generic. Yeah. I think an aquarium is so nice because it gives you time to chat. Or if it's not going well, you can go through it quickly, like kind of just look at the fish and stuff and kind of be in your own thoughts. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but it's like a good enough space where you still have a good time. Yeah. Gonna be like a museum or something like that is great. 100%. That's like, yeah, those are it. Like a place that you can't get distracted. You could still chat and take your time to go through. But if the date's not going well, just go through it quickly and move on. All right. Another question I think would actually be fun to see if you guys can remember. I'm not going to ask for the actual location, but you just say the general, either the place I've said or the activity I was doing would work for this answer. Where was my last vacation? And this is of course with Necro and me. So our answers on this one were the same. Can you remember where I spent some time away from the stream? What was my most recent one that I had to go do? I think this was a fun one. It was like, if you knew, you knew. Oh my god. It's all right, Abigail. Yeah, Neil got it. It is the cosplay. I remember it was a week. Yes, it was. No, not Disneyland. I want to go. That's coming up next year, but not this year. And it won't be Disneyland, it'll be World. But yeah, it was. So there was 2 different trips, and you're right on the fact that there was 2 trips. It wasn't Comic-Con, but it was a convention. Yeah, the party cosplay place. Yeah, you guys got it. It was like a group effort, but you guys got it. It was that was the most recent. And Abigail, the one you're talking about, was when we went to Indiana for a week. Both of those were a week trip. So you are correct. Look at you guys. I don't think any of my people got that one. It was so funny. Like, what? So yeah, it worked out. You guys got it. What other one? What's my favorite dessert we could do? What do you think my favorite dessert is? I think I stated this, and I think me and Necro have the same favorite dessert. I remember more than I needed to. Abigail, you were studying when you didn't know you were needed to study for something. It's so funny. Yeah, so favorite dessert. If you want to put some out there, if you guys want to work together and figure it out, not chocolate rated. Yes, I am giving you a hint. It is something me and Necro both love. Damn, I remember it, but why do I remember spelling? Why do I remember spelling about Disney World? It's because I love Disney Worlds, and I believe we talked about trips to Disney World in the past. I've gone to it like 15 times. Yeah, I'm going there with my parents next year, Biff. So you're not wrong on the essence that Disney World will happen.
You guys are so cute. So yeah, Disney World will happen with us next year, Biff. You're good. I do believe I talked about that. Yeah, but dessert that me and Necro would like together, we both consider our favorites. We specifically go to one restaurant together because they have the best of this thing. And sometimes we will just go there just for the dessert. I'm blanking on this one, guys. I know. You guys can work together. This one's not as much of a competition as the last one. This one's let's talk it out. And if Fauna reads a response, I will let you know. It is not ice cream. It also is not chocolate related. And of course it cannot have peanut butter because Necro isn't going to have a dessert that he's going to die from. It is kind of a fancy ish dessert, I guess, and it is a dessert that is kind of associated with a certain type of location, I think. I would state that. Why do I want to say cheesecake or something like that? Why do I feel like I know this? You definitely know this. We've definitely had a conversation about this, but it is hard. Me and Fauna could have a Disney off. I know, Jenny! Me and you could have a Disney off. I could do a game where it's like match the Disney ride attractions just by its map, because I have the Disney World map like in my head. The only places I do not have more recently is the new places they came out with. The Necro part throws you off. Are we talking like cannolis? It is not cheesecake. It is not cannolis. I actually do not like cheesecake. Remember, I don't like cold cheese, so cheesecake would be related to that. Do we want the answer? Sorry, I didn't mean to clink my drink into you. I do want to fuck up some cannolis now, though. Dude, cannolis are fucking good. But Necro does not like cannolis, really. Is it tarts or something? I'm losing my mind. It would not be considered a tart. It would be more considered closer to a pudding. If that helps. It's on the sweeter side completely. And it's a lighter dessert. Cannolis is close because of the fact that it is a light dessert, but it is not that. Oh, my Disney is completely something else. Not ride attractions, more like movies. Oh, I mean, I know I've watched all of the movies too, but I don't know, Jenny. You were just into it. Not flan, not pudding. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. It is creme brulee. Specifically, I like creme brulee from certain locations. Me and Necro love it. It's our favorite dessert together. We'll usually split it. Why does brownies stuck in my head? I don't know, Biff. Brownies are chocolate and that ain't it. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll go to like a specifically fancy restaurant that we both like, and we will sometimes just get the creme brulee and a drink, and then that will be us, and then we'll leave. So yeah, it's creme brulee. Don't worry. Again, most of these questions my family didn't even get right, so it's okay that she didn't get it right. Don't worry. It's a hard dish. I knew it was something like special like that. Yay! It's very, I don't know, a delicacy in a sort of sense of like, it's not everywhere. It's very locational based on where you go is how good it is. But yeah. Me too. Yeah, you guys got it. I knew it was one of the desserts. I knew, but it was like the only dessert on my mind to think about. I was craving brownies now. I'm just making you hungry, guys. Get ready for your sweets because I'm here to talk about them. All right, here's one. Anyone could answer, or you could try to see if you could all give different answers. What is one of my hobbies? Let's do that. What is one of my hobbies? I have many. Honestly, this is I think a pretty easy one because you guys know me better in this sense than family on like what is considered a hobby and what hobbies I like to do. Plants. Yep. Planting could be a hobby that I like to do. Try to give like I think it would be fun to not give the same answer as others too. So try. I have to. You have a Swiss roll though? Oh, Swiss rolls are so good. Playing video games. Yep, that's another one. We got playing together, we got video games. What else do I have that are hobbies that is easy? Swiss roll's so good. Now I want a sweet. Another one. I would kill somebody for a Swiss roll? Whoa. I could just ship you one. You don't need to kill somebody for it. Streaming! Let's go, Jenny! Reading! Woo! Okay, all different, all true. Yes, I did count streaming as a hobby. Board games! Look at you! The last night, no. That's the last night for real. I love you, Jenny. Thank you for being here and helping. You're wonderful. I appreciate you. I love some board games. Neil, we need to play board games together. I love board games. Definitely one of my hobbies. So yeah, I added all of those. The only other ones that I think you guys didn't say that I would have also accepted for this answer was like cosplaying or going on roller coasters and or going hiking, camping, all of that. D&D, yeah, look at you! Today! All of these. Mocha! Hello, wonderful! How are you? 20 months. Definitely reading. Why did I say something like sewing or something out of that nature? Abigail, that would have worked. I'm doing cross stitching more recently, so I would have also accepted that. That's a very new thing. Streaming is a hobby. I'm super glad you do your hobby. Yeah, I would say streaming, it's like I wouldn't say this as much of a hobby as it more as like something I like doing. And I guess that can be considered a hobby. More of a job right now due to the fact that I'm putting more time into it. But to others, I would consider it a hobby. We are playing fun. Do you want to know fauna games? Yeah, so Mocha, we're going over some of the bridal questions. The ones that aren't like exact, like, where did I grow up to high school? Where was I born stuff? And it's fun. I think Neil was the top winner for the him or her questions. And so Neil gets to pick my next game, but we're doing that. We also did the cute little puzzle that your mom-in-law gave me. We got like halfway through it, and then I got too frustrated, and we put it down. But we're still having a good time. Mocha has inserted info. I know! I kind of just wished Mocha was answer these questions because Mocha was hosting, so Mocha couldn't answer. But honestly, I feel like Mocha would have gotten the most. Abigail states, that's what I was thinking of. Cross-stitching, yeah, you would have gotten it. Abigail, you were cooking. Mocha, don't get me wrong, we love you and we love having you. But I'm glad you weren't here for the actual games because you would have beaten everyone. I kind of just wished, not gonna lie, I would have gotten the most. I know! Mocha, I couldn't believe only the friends for Necro's version only got like 4 at the most. I don't know where his family was. If any of them were there, I honestly think they would have gotten the most questions. So it's just funny. And I'm pretty open book. Like I talk about these stuff. I would have given you a run for your money. Oh, that would have been funny. I'm pretty sure I only got a couple wrong. Yeah. I think for the him or hers, the only question that you maybe could have gotten wrong was like who kissed who first, or who said I love you first, or who talked about marriage first. Those ones were just like, honestly, a flip of a coin between us. It would have been so funny to see you and Neil go at it. I think Neil only got like 3 questions wrong out of all of the 20 questions. Jenny! What are you doing up? What are you waiting for? Yeah, those were the things I didn't think I got right. Yeah, we put Necro for all of them for those, but like I honestly don't know between us. I would have gone either way. No, we're not married yet. We're getting married, Jenny. It's in a month from now. Not yet. This was just the bridal shower, which is usually before. Yeah. You're good. Look at that. Only you guys know the date. You guys are so cute. Yeah, good night. Good night, Jenny. Don't worry. Have a good night, Jenny. I appreciate you being here. I know Neil is cooking. Neil do I get to see you? Neil is coming to the wedding. You will get to see him. I know. We will be partying so hard. It'll be so fun. Okay. Do you want to do another one of the questions that was kind of fun that I think would be interesting? I have my invite right in front of me. Hell yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna give you the biggest hug. I know Neil gives like the energy of the guy who would give you like the best hug. You know? Gives cuddle bear energy and I love it. All right. Okay, another question we can answer, which I'm sure Mocha can also help you. We've decided, Mocha, for this one because they were just harder questions with the do you know the bride the best? Who knows the bride the best? We decided it's like it is, everybody can work together on these. It's cooperative because of the fact that some of these were harder. I have told my hugs are good. Hell yeah. All right, so this one, I think Mocha should be like the last out of it. And for the rest of us, we're waiting for the wedding reenactment in Final Fantasy 14. It'll be so cute. I know. We'll be doing that, and then we can all have you guys involved too. And Biff can be there and Abigail, and it'll be adorable. I'm excited for that too. Which is true, Neil. We had a conversation. We were planning to have that happen. So we could at least have like a moment for everybody who's here who couldn't actually be there, just due to the fact of it all. But it'll be fun. All right. So, next question. How did I meet the room? And I know I've talked about this on stream. I think Neil has a really good idea. I know, I just forgot about it. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. So how did I meet the groom? I will accept a couple of answers. I will see who's close. I know you know. I know you know, Mocha. How do we think I met Necro? Oh god, I know you have told me this. I have told you this. It's okay. If you want to help, it was a party of sorts. Interesting. Was it on stream? It was not on stream. I actually was a moderator for him, and I wasn't streaming at all. But it was not during stream that I met him. I found out later, and I got him into wanting to stream. All the cool peeps are here. I know! Everybody's so sweet and came in. I got raided by JP, and some people hung out from there. But it's a good time. Everybody's so nice. Why do I think that? I don't know. Alright. Guala. Do you wanna state how me and Necro met? I think you would be the next up for who I would think might know, but not 100%, maybe? We'll see. I'm gonna call you out like school. Now, Guala, how do you think me and Necro met? I like... Oh, and Mocha, I had an overhead cam streaming thing, and it was a ton of fun. So, that was good. We got through some of the puzzle that your mother-in-law got us. And I got frustrated at some point because the puzzle didn't look like it was going to open or move anymore. But we got some of it done. And honestly, we can come back to it when I'm not so stressed out about how it was difficult to get to. Oh, have fun. Yeah! I'm blanking so hard right now. I'm glad you like it. It is good. I do like it. It's just stressful, but I was getting some of it done, and I'm going to work on it more later. It'll be fine. Okay. What do we think, Neil? Do you think it was a party of sorts? A college, no? During the murder mystery thing? Yeah, Squalla knew. We met. Yeah. So we met during college. Did you hear about Tanner's ticket? I have not. I need to message her today and see what happened with it. But Tan messaged me last night about some other things, but I have not heard from Tanner about the ticket today, but I will ask. So it was at college. Me and Necro met. We were in 2 other clubs together for 2 years and never met that way. She was given the runaround, but it finally got waived. Fuck yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna come to bat. I was gonna spend $25 on this girl because that's just dumb. I'm happy it got figured out. Did she message in the group chat then? Because I didn't get any messages about it. But I'm happy it got waived. I felt so bad when she got it, and she felt so bad because she was quotations making a scene. But I couldn't. I really felt terrible. That's good. Good news. Good update. Thank you for letting us know.
But yes, me and Necro met during college. We were in 2 clubs together and never met that way. But instead, as Guala stated, we met in a murder mystery Danganronpa roleplay over the summer where we did every day for 24 hours. We were playing an online murder mystery game where the goal was to either murder somebody and get away with it or be the last to survive. Which our characters ended up falling in love with each other, and then we ended up falling in love with each other later. So it was very cute. And originally I thought he was a different guy that I played the game before that. The same Danganronpa, but different people. I played with a bunch of other friends and made friends through that, and I thought he was someone else until later on. So yeah. She messaged in the chat. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. I was worried and was also talking about going to message her, so I'm happy it got figured out. One way or another, even if she's getting a runaround. That's so dumb. Okay, another question that we can answer, and I've talked about this before too. If you want to do all separate or all together, this is up to you. Or we could just see however many you guys answer in a couple minutes, and then I'll give you my honest answers of at least the ones that I think are honestly the truth. What are my pet peeves? I have a good amount of them, and my family was shocked to hear me state that I had many of them. And when we did Necros, they were like, Necros like talked about it later. He said one of the nicest compliments he got from my one cousin, and she stated, Necro doesn't have any pet peeves. He's too sweet and nice to have any. And I'm like, honey, we all have pet peeves. Doesn't matter how nice they are, but I appreciate you thinking he's such a saint that he wouldn't have any. Also, Mocha, I don't know if you heard about this, but one of losing scissors, losing scissors is one of my pet peeves of Necro specifically, but I will accept that. It's definitely one of my pet peeves. But Mocha, I don't know if you were there, if I told you about it for, I went downstairs in the basement, and some of the family members on our dad's side were chilling together, hiding away and not trying to talk to everybody. But they were together with Necro's one cousin, the very bright-winged individual that has wrapping paper of a certain person's face. We're with our very liberal side in the basement. And I kid you not, I saw that group and I was like, oh shit, what are they talking? I know! If you didn't know, Necro in my family, the only thing that could be a problem is Necro's family is very different politically stanced than my family side. And I was so nervous, Mocha, when I came downstairs and I saw them all chatting with her. But it wasn't what we thought it was, the conversation they were having. They were instead talking about our dad. Our dad to her, and how she had the thought process of our dad being such a wonderful person. And that whole side of the family was like, huh? And they were all like, no, the mom is the saint. Their dad is absolutely not it. That would have been interesting! Dude, I kid you not, I went down there and they were all like, hey, Fana, come over here. We want to talk to you and set the record straight on this thing. And that's even better. It was wild. So I came over and gave like my aunt a hug, and they all were like talking to me and filling me in on the conversation, and they were like, oh yeah, she thinks this thing and we think it's so funny. And I was like, do I burst this bubble or do I not? And one of my other aunts at the area were all like, oh, we feel so bad for Fauna because she has to deal with this kind of like dynamic. And I just look at them and
this cousin, and I'm like, hey, I just love seeing the meeting my parents for the first times and the original thought process of like, damn, they great. They seem so sweet. And then later on telling them stuff about the actual situations. Like, I actually did have a conversation with this cousin in the past about stuff like the how we grew up. So I was like, I knew I talked to her about it, but she just might have forgotten. And so all of the family were like, yeah, it's crazy how people perceive him one way, but he's actually the other. But yeah, it's funny. Come here, Fauna. We want to talk to you about our topic here. Fauna, nope the fuck right out. Nah, I face stuff head on, especially because it's a topic that a lot of people misconstrue and think a certain way when it's not that way. Like, I mean, my mom, I would not even state is a full saint. There's things that we all have issues with. But she is a little more okay at times than my own dad. So it's just funny that whole conversation was happening. Yeah, I didn't want you to, you won't figure if you only met him a couple handful of times. Exactly. And also he puts up a front for a lot of those handfuls. But back to the question that we answered or asked. Scissors is acceptable for pet peeves. I have a lot of them. I think I had a conversation about all the pet peeves I have, but like a couple more notable ones is like chewing with your mouth open, excessively yelling to talk to me, just due to the fact that like I just don't do well with incredibly loud noises. And my cousins made jokes like, all of your family's loud, and I'm like, no, the difference is being so loud that you like hurt my ears comparison to just being loud. But yeah, we did, but we forgot all of them. It's okay. You did scissors. I kind of don't know the pet peeves. It's kind of fun to know the pet peeves. Yeah. So I don't do well with chewing like incredibly loud and like talking while eating, like in that sense, like with your mouth open. I don't like people who are very inconsiderate and rude and very narcissistic. I don't like people who are rude to wait staff, like stuff like that. Loud noises, you say? Maybe when you need to do something to a ghost bug. Literally, Neil. Literally. that clip is so golden. It's still so good. What other things? Oh, maybe what's my favorite music, and then we could probably be done with this because I don't know what else other ones you guys could easily answer. And these ones aren't easy, but yeah, the clip leaves rent free in my mind. Yes. Who is this? Why did Tan message me, this person? Oh, I remember the being rude to waiters one now. Yeah. So yeah, that is all of the questions and the choices with the who you know better. We also did Necro as a version, which only like 4 people got questions like actually right. And my one cousin was so invested. It was so cute. My cousin who's like older than me, she was just wanting to win prizes, and she knew Bed Bath and Body Works stuff was on like on the table, so she was like, oh, I must win. Did we talk about the batch party too? We did. We started with that. We talked about how much fun we had with it and a little bit of the situation. You can let me know if I missed anything, but I think I covered it all. I was stating Mocha, the time at the end of the the time at the end of the night, I think after we got back from nostalgia or back from arcade. I was also talking about Mocha. I still don't know where my wallet is. I don't know if you guys cleaned up your house yet and if you found a pink or a purple wallet, but like I still don't know where it is. I have to still talk the 2 places, the last bar we went to and then the arcade bar are the last places I need to look. We have and we didn't find it? Okay. It's probably at one of those 2. But I know no one's used my cards, so I know they're probably like in a safe box or something. So it's not like the end of the world. But I was stating when the friends came from
out of town to come and hang out with us near the end of the night. I know we played a card game, but then like after that, there's some moment there that kind of get a little bit more fuzzy on me and exactly like what exactly was happening. Necro did state that some of the bridesmaids understood like when I told them I need a rock that they were a rock for me. But other than that, I don't know. I had a good time though. I really didn't get sick for the bachelorette until the next morning when we all had breakfast, and that was just due to the fact that my stomach couldn't handle too much food immediately because I don't eat much in the morning. Hi Dion, welcome in. How are you? It's been a while. But I only got a little sick from that. Lots of friends were just hanging out, honestly. Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, it was very chill. I loved it. There was not a part in the bachelorette party that we had that I did not enjoy. Thank you so much for organizing that. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I didn't think so. I think I was pretty good. But yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for organizing it and doing a lot of the payments too. And it was just such a good time. I really appreciated you being the matron of honor and doing those kind of things because it was a ton of fun. But yeah, I don't know. Of course, you deserve the best. You're so sweet. But you deserve the best too. Oh, shit's falling. Okay. Bachelorette party, lots of philanthropic things when I bartended to those. Actually, none of those. We didn't have any. One of my things I did not want was I think it's philanthropic. I did not want anything of a person's body kind of on display or even as games. I kind of kept it very chill. We did Little League tea party. We did a cute little outfits for it. We got shirts that have Friends of the Forest shirts. We had a little cute little tiara with some like a little veil on me, and we did that. We went to get spa day. We had some foods at a good sushi restaurant, and then went a tiny bit of bar calling in a small little village of a downtown area. And then after that, went to an arcade bar and then chilled at the house and played board games until the end of the night. Yeah, it's like phallic. Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't tell by the way it's spelled. I'm like, is that the right spelling? Because I've never seen the word spelled out. But yeah, it was good. I had a great time. No problems. Everybody had a good time. Even though people left early, we rallied and I think Mocha, without the negative energy, we had a better time because we didn't let that come to us. And Tanner, what a sweetie. I know we've talked about we're gonna do like a one shot or something and come up to Tanner, but like honestly, it was such a fun time. I'm so happy we last minute were just like, hey, like I want to invite this person, and like having Kat there was such a good time, you know? But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the recap today. I probably will play games. I told them, why did the officer tell you those things? Well, if it's a ticket issue, then violation occurred. So okay. But yeah. Thank you. I'm probably gonna call it here because I need to get food in me. Me and Necro had a couple things we were planning to do. Maybe hang out with Mocha tonight. Yeah. I was just chatting Tantan because Tantan was talking to me about the ticket. So I was just looking at the conversation. You know when your girl gets a Discord and I gotta look at it, that's kind of what was happening. They were telling me that they did get it waived, that some of the people were giving a turnaround and a bunch of issues with communication. But yeah, it was good. So I wanted to let you know, no worries. Yes, for sure. I appreciate it. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back to normal ass gaming. we will actually get some more Final Fantasy 15. We'll get more boys time, and we'll get through more chapters. But yeah, I figured it was a good time. Looks like you spaced out. No, I was good. My screen for like looking at chats is like this direction, so it always looks like that. But like, you know, when I look over here, I'm like this direction, I'm looking at Necro or something. So I appreciate you. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick recap, do a little bit of puzzling. We got through, I think, 5 different little parts of this puzzle, and I might do more in the future, or at least we'll create a book nook together. I have to see how difficult it is to start making that, but we good. I think the stream of the stories was super fun. It was a relaxing stream, which is what I liked. And it's good to be back and hang out with you guys, and I can't wait to actually get through more gaming with you, and Neil and me get to figure out what game we're gonna pick for after Final Fantasy 15, because he got so many right for the how well does he know me and Necro. So yeah, I appreciate you all. I'm gonna go raid out. Honestly, I think I might raid to Mr. Finnegan, because I think I saw him on. I love you guys. You guys are so sweet. Honestly though, too, my voice is just honestly killing me too from just stuff. He's playing more Tales of Berseria. Sure, I have a couple ideas. I know we could shoot the conversations and see what we want to do. All right, I'll give you a choice. We could do Tales of Berseria, or we could do Peak. Do we have a certain one we want to do? Yeah, he's playing Tales. Do we want to do that one? We could do that. It was the one game that I actually never finished on stream due to not liking how dark the characters were. But dude, stuff happens, you know. What? Peak? Necro wants Peak. Do we want to do Peak, or do we want to do Tails? Necro is on the Peak train. We love you more. You guys are so cute. What the heck? We could do Peak. Peak's only at 4 minutes, and we know who's playing. Whatever you send us, I will lurk and go to sleep. Okay. Let's do Peak, because Peak's more chill. I want to say hi to Belly. Okay, we'll do Belly. We'll do Belly, because that's where Necro wants to go to. All right, Belly is playing with Logic. Logic was also chilling here for a minute, so we could go say hi to them. Hopefully, we can get to the top. So far, it's looking good. Belly has a huge bar, so it'd be cute to see. But yeah, let's go to Peak. Got 31 people chilling here. I hope y'all have a good time over there. It might be when I'm ready to lurk. Yeah, I mean, that's where I was gonna go. Anyway, go say hi to Belly. As always, I don't have a raid message. My message is just to say hi to them for me and chill. If she's not your vibe, I totally get it. But she's just as chill as I am, and has such a good personality and loves the same games as me. So definitely worth checking out. And tell her I said hi. And bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow.